Nope, done. Thank you. Nope, done. Thank you. Nope, done. Thank you.
Only old people will die, and we don't really need to worry about that. What I want to do is blue chew.
Nope, done. Thank you.
Hello, Tushy. Hello, Tushy. Hello, Tushy. Toilet.
Let's have a drink of Coke.
Toilets.
Jesus Christ.
Quick word from our sponsor here, guys.
Today's episode of the program is sponsored by Grey Chew.
I want my chew, my Grey Chew. Oh yeah, I need my Grey. It helps me play. I keep my focus by 1.2 times, and I feel so much better. When times are hard, I get my chew. You know what I do.
Today's
Ugh, yuck. Well, there we go. Little word from our sponsor there, guys. Welcome to the program.
Welcome back. This is what we do. Gonna talk about some business. If you don't like it, go watch something else. Got no problems with that. By the way,
I gotta say, this thing does a very good Lil Wayne. Here, ready for Lil Wayne?
Long as my bitches love me, my bitches love me. That'd be like, right? My bitches love me. I'm Lil Wayne. Hi, it's me, Lil Wayne.
Very good, guys. Very good start to the show. Very good start to the show already. Let's see if we got anybody in here. Oh, let's just start right off the bat. Chip? Chip?
No.
Is she there?
No.
Oh, she flushed herself.
I did not flush myself. You flushed me.
I heard a flush noise, Chip. What up, Chippy? Chippy in the house,
good.
everybody. Woo!
I'm super good. How are you?
What you got going on?
You know, just chilling, always worrying. I'm a constant worrier, so
Ooh,
just living my
okay,
little worries.
We're going to get into this anxiety in a second, but Chippy, I don't know if you know this, but on this program, we have a thing that we do called constant tech problems. Are you aware of this?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us, is the stream working?
At least on YouTube it is. I didn't see it on Twitch, but I haven't checked.
Is it jaggedy? Is it like...
No, not really.
Okay. All right, very good. Well, Chippy, already some good news.
Chippy.
What's that?
Somebody says smoke doinks, Chicky. I've actually never smoked doinks. Maybe I do need that.
You've never smoked a doink in your life, Chip?
No, I've only drank apple juice, alcoholic apple juice.
You've never even... So wait, you've never even had alcohol? Real alcohol?
No, I have. When I turned 21, I was I followed the rules.
Oh, I see. So you're a bit of a fetus. You're a bit of a young person.
I am.
No.
Okay, very good. Well, no doinks. That's good. That's very good. You're a very responsible person. You're not interested in doinks.
I have nothing against it, though. I respect the people who smoke the doinks.
Think you're too cool for doinks?
The life.
Do you feel pressure
I don't.
Do you feel any pressure to smoke doinks? Because a lot of people, I remember when I was young, they would be like, you gotta smoke doinks. Doinks is cool.
The funny thing is that when I was growing up, it wasn't doinks. It was like pills. All the kids were doing pills. They were doing Xannies.
Oh my God. Oh
so
my God.
I was like, no, I do not partake in that. But now, I live near DC, and in DC every year, I mean, they didn't this year, but they have like a 420 festival because it's legal in DC.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't gone, but I am like tempted. I am so tempted to just have my first joint experience at the 420 festival.
Oh my God. Well, you started out by saying you worry a lot and you're very anxious. So what's going to happen? You're going to smoke a doink and you're going to be like, you're going to panic and you're going to be in your head and you're going to be like, oh my God, what's happening? Everything's wrong. Everything's wrong.
And I feel like DC's not the place to do that. They're going to take me down.
They'll take you right down. They'll take you right downtown. They'll throw you in a pit. Well, what else? Look, Chippy, sorry to derail the conversation. You always come in with something interesting. So, Chippy, what is going on tonight in your life, in your world, in your consciousness, in your, in your being, in your spiritual being? What's happening?
So, it's the last week. I don't know if you remember. Somebody mentioned that Richard Wolff had a debate with Destiny.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're bringing this up already. Yes, because last stream people were like going off. People were going off about this in the last stream.
I have to. So at first I didn't get it, and I just want to preface, I am pretty new to like the leftist socialist movement. I'm Hispanic, so I grew up very conservative, loving Ronald Reagan, trickle down economics, all the shit, all about it. And then 2016 happened, and I saw Bernie Sanders, and my life changed. And so I'm still like,
Chippy, you show him some respect. Call him Bernard Sanders.
Bernardo.
Sí.
Tio Bernardo Sanders. But
how come nobody calls him Abuelo Bernardo?
I used to call him Abuelo, but then one of his campaign people calls him Tio, so I don't know anymore, man.
I don't like him.
Abuelo Tio.
I think he looks like a little abuelo to me, but anyway, sorry.
He is an abuelo.
He's a little. Okay, keep going.
So what I'm trying to say is that I've recently discovered people like Richard Wolff. Like Richard Wolff, I discovered him from you. You like mentioned him a couple times, but I never knew who Destiny was. I know a lot of people should talk on him, and I didn't know. And this is my first introduction to him. And let me just say, the guy is, I don't even know. He has no brain. First of all, it was a lecture, okay? It was just Richard Wolff teaching basic economics and basic what socialism is, what communism is, what capitalism is, what worker ops, I think I'm saying that wrong, worker co-ops are, how Wall Street works. Apparently the guy doesn't know how Wall Street works, and shares and investment, whatever.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but he's always talking about worker co-ops. What if there were worker psy-ops? Like the workers were doing like, these psychological warfare. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
I agree.
Keep going.
But it just blew my mind because, I mean, the guy. So he kept on asking him, what is socialism? I need you to define socialism. First of all, it seems like he doesn't know what the term definition means.
Toilets.
Because the definition is explaining what something means with aspects of that thing, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right, yeah.
And that's all freaking Richard Wolff did for an hour, mind you, an hour.
Yep.
And apparently, Richard Wolff had to define the term definition for this fucko. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, he literally went, definition is this.
I got a similar impression from that debate. And a lot of people, the last stream, they were like, and a lot of people were putting in the chat, they were like, Richard Wolff's getting killed by Destiny. And I was like,
No, he's not.
I was like, all right, I got to watch this. So I watched it, and I got a similar impression. It was the one part that I got caught up on, or that kind of exposed the whole debate, is there's a part where they're talking about financial responsibility to stockholders.
Oh my God, yes, the feudal responsibility, the fiduciary. Who doesn't know what the fuck fiduciary means? Well, I looked it up myself because I was like, am I dumb?
There's a part where, so for people who didn't watch it, there's a part, and Richard Wolff is like, look, and I'll say this, I don't agree with Richard Wolff on everything, I think he's an interesting voice.
thinker.
Yeah, he definitely presents his case in an interesting way. The idea that like worker cooperatives are going to solve all the problems, I might not agree with, and but I will say that debate really was like, it was like an academic explaining a lot of stuff, and that part where he's like, look, if you invest in it, because Destiny was saying like, well, nobody's going to want to invest in these worker-run businesses or whatever because they're not going to get a return. And then he kind of went into this, it seemed like a misunderstanding to me that like, if you invest in a company, like you're owed a return, or like the business owners have to do everything they can to give you a return. And this is just like like Richard Wolff was like baffled by this. He's like, well, what are you talking about? Like you're gambling. Like if you invest in a company, you might lose all the money, you might make money, and that's just how it works. And
that's fucking Wall Street, dude. If not, Wall Street wouldn't exist. It's just, I don't understand.
And there's also, they were talking about the idea, not to get too deep into this for the chat and everybody, but he was also talking about dividends, like stock dividends, and Richard Wolff pointed out like not every company will give you dividends, so you're not owed anything. You're investing. It's gambling. Like I don't know how else to explain that to somebody. I kind of like, I don't watch a lot of Destiny, so my thought was like he's a guy who like plays around with the stock market a lot, and he kind of like knows some of the minutia of the stuff, and I don't think he knew any of that. Like and again, I'm not like a Richard Wolff like a simp or anything. Like I think that he brings up some interesting historical points and blah blah blah. But
and I'm gonna tell you something. Every time I see these debates and I hear somebody say, well, okay, we're Nazi socialists because they had socialist in their name. Motherfucker, just read a book or a Wikipedia on literally how the fascist movement started, and you'll understand why they're not socialists. It's insane to me, and they forget that fascism is an ideology. It's almost like they forget that fascism is a thing.
I think the point that guy Destiny was bringing up is like, well, if because he wasn't understanding the definition, so he was saying, well, what it sounds like you're saying,
and it's hard when an intellectual and somebody who's not an intellectual have these debates. I guess
I think the definitions that Richard Wolff gave were pretty succinct. He was like, well, look, there's there's socialists from the New Deal. That kind of like socialists, like let's say AOC, who want reforms, but they generally want to keep like the structure of businesses the same. And then he's like, there's socialists like me who want to change the fundamental organization of business. I think that's generally.
That's another thing. It's like they only view socialism through one lens when all ideology, even capitalism, evolves. Like what is capitalism today is neoliberalism, and that is different from like what Rockefeller and Carnegie and all these tycoons viewed capitalism to be. It's evolved, it's grown, it's changed, and I just don't understand how these people, I don't want to insult them, but honestly, I was cursing him out. I couldn't believe it. I felt bad for Richard Wolff because he was talking to a student, honestly. An annoying student.
I've watched a bunch of Richard Wolff's videos, and one thing that kind of came out, and it was like, honestly, it was one of the more interesting debates, because a lot of these debate guys, it's like it's them, and they're just like a YouTuber, and they're debating like a lunatic like 4chan goose-stepping Nazi. But this one was a little bit more interesting because it was like a neoliberal and a Marxist, or like a Marxist professor or whatever. So it's kind of interesting. But one thing I like about Richard Wolff is that he's such an old crab apple, which I kind of like. And there's a couple parts. There's a couple parts where that guy Destiny is like, he covers his face like, I can't believe what I'm hearing. And Richard Wolff just goes into grandpa mode where he's like, you can cover your face all you want, but it's not going to change anything. And I was like, that's kind of adorable. That was
so dad. It reminded me of like my parents calling me out of my shit. I'm like,
Chippy, you could cover your face all you want, but that doesn't explain socialists in the 20th century.
What if your dad said that to you? That'd be pretty.
The funny thing is that my dad doesn't give a fricky frack. It's more my mom. Because my mom, like, She doesn't have a shrine of Reagan just because that'd be too much, but she loves Ronald Reagan.
She loves
Like,
Ronald Reagan. Wow. A lot of people,
yeah,
yeah.
she's like, he brought down communism, even though all he did was say words. He didn't bring it down.
Let me say about Richard Wolff. When you look through your decades-long toolbox of experience, education, and evidence, and someone asks you which hammer is best for hitting things, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Well, the other thing is like, if you're, I feel like there's a whole different mentality between like being a streamer who plays video games. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think he's probably a pretty smart guy, but like between that and actually like there was another part where they were talking about that Spanish Federation of Cooperatives, Mondragon. And,
I can't really talk on that because I don't know what that is.
It's just like a bunch. It's just like this organization of worker-run businesses in Spain. And there's a part where Destiny's like, well, actually, about Mondragon, and then Richard Wolff is like, yeah, I've actually been there and I've actually interviewed those people. So it's a little bit of an unfair pairing.
Position.
Almost. Yeah.
But lastly, I wanted to say, Bobby Lee's the best. I don't know if you saw Bad Friends today, but we were talking about their little love thing, they literally did like a whole skit about a potential date if they went on a date.
Oh my God. I feel like
It's
are those
iconic.
you hear the stuff that people get canceled for, on YouTube? And this video that I sent you, like, it's like beyond
Yes.
that's like beyond canceled, right? And that was just like 10 years ago, that video.
But I think
5
Bobby
years.
Lee, it's impossible to cancel him, I feel like.
Yeah, his
He
whole
has said-
thing is being kind of an edge hole, That's what was my
He
take.
talks about it all the time. I love Tiger Belly because he's constantly like, "Am I gonna get canceled for saying this?" And it's like, no, just fucking say it. Like the shit that he says, I'm like, it's like shit that like some of it is obviously ignorant, like it's just ignorant shit, but it's also like it's honest. Like I feel like he's honest. It's like it literally is what is in his brain, and I kind of love that. It's hilarious.
Well, the video with him and Andrew Santino is classic. Like, look, when people are close friends, they say racist stuff to each other all the time. Like that's just like a thing that friends, or they say inappropriate stuff to each other all the time. That's like part of the.
Of course.
Hold on. Let me read this from Seven Surek, who. I never put our interview up. I'm sorry, Seven. I will. It's classic pure rhetoric versus. Go follow Seven Surek on Twitter, guys. He's a really interesting dude. It's classic pure rhetoric versus actual substantial conversation. Destiny was attempting to construct his own definitions within the context of the debate that supersede any history of context. That's true, and that almost felt like a short attention span thing or something like. I mean,
well, if you actually watched him, he was like typing and doing other stuff as he was talking. And Richard Wolff constantly said, "You are misrepresenting. That is not what I said." And it's true. He wasn't actually listening to him. And the other thing, how can you talk about just economics in general without history? Because he kept on saying history doesn't matter. Everything that slavery doesn't count. All this stuff doesn't matter. But literally, part of our economy was slavery at one point.
Yeah,
Part of
totally. I
capitalism
mean,
was slavery.
well, this is also this is a big part of Marxist way of thinking is like historical materialism and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it was almost like there was like a door that Destiny couldn't open or something like that. And as far as like winners, like a lot of people in the chat, like last time I streamed, were like, Destiny's killing this guy. And I think maybe if you watch him,
be winners.
yeah, and that's a big problem with debates. I think too is that just people are like, I like this guy better, so he won.
Yeah. Like, for example, the Zizek and Zizek, I think I'm saying it correct, and Jordan Peterson, like, I like that debate because I don't think anybody won. I think they both had fun. They set their point of view. Zizek was hilarious, and Jordan Peterson was just trying to not get spat at, honestly. So it was fun. I don't like Jordan Peterson, but I do enjoy some of his debates, even if he's getting dunked at.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe his people feel different. Maybe they feel like he's dunking on the person. But to me, it just feels like people spewing their ideas, and it's kind of fun. I don't know.
Very harsh words. Very harsh words from Chippy. You heard it here. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna flush you, Chippy, but I will talk to you soon.
Yeah, I love you, and sorry for the political topics. I know this is supposed to be more fun.
Yeah, how dare you? You ruined the show, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oops. Put Chippy in the wrong room. There we go, guys. Chippy, one of the greatest discorders of all time. Her full name is Chipford. That's Chippy is short for Chipford. Chipford. Sort of a weird name, right? Slavoj Žižek will host the next MTV Daytona Spring Break. Could you imagine Žižek at Spring Break? He's just watching people do like beer bongs and stuff. He's like, this is a dialectical way to drink. The beer goes in the top and it goes down. This is ideology at its purest. The beer goes into the thing, into the tube, and you drink. He's just like analyzing the whole thing. He never even puts on a bathing suit. Even when Jordan's a fish out of water, it's fun to watch him flop around. If Richard... this guy's name. If Richard Nixon was good at football. Okay, one more on this Destiny thing. I feel like Destiny had a sort of Dunning-Kruger advantage, and that he didn't. You know what? I don't know. Because look, I don't want to feel like we're just dunking on this guy or whatever. I got my little problems or whatever, or my little questions about Richard Wolff. But yeah, it just honestly, it felt like Richard Wolff was teaching his class. That's the one thing I will say. He monologued a bit. It would have been nice if he was just like a little bit more of a kindly old man, but that's not his style. He's an old crabapple. He's an old New York crabapple. And that he didn't know how much he didn't know what he was talking about, and looked more confident to viewers who don't know either. I mean, that's a big part of debate. If you look, to quote the great Ed Wood in that movie, Ed Wood by Tim Burton, if you look good and you speak well, people will believe anything. One thing that made the debate fun, that Destiny has previously said, I always win debates since I'm right about everything. Another problem. You can't really, it's hard to learn when you already know everything. Quick shout out to our sponsors. You guys saw the Blue Chew, I can't believe I just said that. Gray Chew. You saw the Gray Chew ad. Big shout out to Gray Chew. That's the only supplement sponsor we could get. And a big shout out to our other sponsor, our newer sponsor, Tampa Linen. Tampa Linen, I'll read the copy here, turns your house into an escape room. Oh, they're rebranding here a little bit. Tampa Linen, the first comforter and sheet company to ship with bed bugs. Create an exciting scenario for guests and family while escaping bites and illness. Tampa Linen, get yours today. That's how they wrote it. ... Today. Get yours today. New product alert. Oh, they put this in there too. New product alert. Tampa Linen now has a dog and cat bed covers covered in fleas and ticks, so they can join in the fun and riveting excitement. Don't delay. Act now and get two sets for the normal price of 2 sets. What? Thanks for the... Okay, great. Okay, we got to talk to High Council member. Thank you, Castle.
Hello. Castle.
Hi.
Hey, Cass.
What up?
What up?
Hello, everybody. Hello, you. I'm warning you now. Today is my day for tech problems. So if I disappear, it's the tech problem gods. They're after me today.
Oh, the tech problem gods. They are really casting stones upon us, casting their bolts of problems.
First you, now me.
Let me tell you this. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like all the stream stuff is set up, right? Then on the back end of the YouTube stream, which is the absolute most baffling, weird back end of this program I've ever seen, all these errors start popping up. Like literally 10 minutes ago. all these errors start coming up. They're like, it's like
I heard there was a back end issue with YouTube earlier or something.
oh boy, like perfect timing. Like, okay, I got to do the stream. Let's get this. And then it's like duplicate stream code. Need new stream code. I'm like, what? I don't even know what that is. What? What is happening?
Nope. Done.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Oh
Unbelievable.
boy.
So
Well,
what are you
it
dealing
seems to be
with?
working.
What are you dealing with?
Okay,
Wait, hold on.
I
Can I say really quick before you say, Castle is a member of what we call the High Council. They from on high bestoweth thou art with the very function of this Discord, and without them, this whole thing would not even. It would just be like me talking to myself alone because it wouldn't go out and nobody would hear it. So we have
that
to
classic statue with the oil billionaires on top and the ravel underneath.
They're holding them all up,
and you're the oil billionaire. Yep,
they're all holding
That's
them up.
true.
Yep, that's right. Or that other one, you remember that one where it's like a man and a woman and they're like on the beach and it's very nice. And then underneath all these soldiers, they're all holding them up and they're all bloody. That's like
that is the High Council.
That's High Council right
Oh,
there.
you and Mary Kate are on top. That's you.
So what's going on, Castle? What do you got?
Okay, I got two exciting things.
Let's
no
hear it.
problem. I might have a problem, but we'll see. So I went to the store and I bought Kyle Hopper's suggested treat, right? Ritz and Pickles.
Ooh.
I have not tried it yet, and so I decided that I'd give it a go. But I know I'm going to get slandered because
can you describe
I bought the wrong pickles, apparently.
Oh, you bought the sweet ones?
I did, and I want to know what's the beef with the sweet pickles
People
before
hate
I dive
them.
into this treat.
People in this Discord, in this community, as I call it, they hate, like it's a universally hated food is those sweet, whatever they're called. What are they called? Sweet and sour or something like that? Oh, bread and butter.
Bread and butter, yep.
Ooh, people hate them. They talk so much crap on
that
these
bread
things.
and butter here. But yeah, I'm going to give it a go. The Ritz, and I don't know if you use 2 Ritz or 1, but I'm going to use 1.
I can see you
again, wrong pickles.
Let's go. I can see you in the video, and I want to see let's see whether or not this disgust, the disgust that this community has for bread and butter
if it
pickles.
tastes bad, I'll wash it down with pepino lime. But here we go.
Yes. Here he goes. He's eating. He's doing the mas or menos hand. Okay, he's letting it marinate.
Not bad.
No.
Maybe it would taste better with like a dill pickle.
Do you feel like it? Well, do you feel like it was too sweet and a little weird?
No. Yeah, and like if you had 2 Ritz, it probably would calm the sweetness.
Oof.
It's pretty good though. I can actually see how it's a snack. I can see how it's a thing.
Yeah, Kyle Hopper. Okay,
not bad.
We actually took a poll on this. Let me look at the poll really quick.
Kyle Hopper is winning, so
his is winning really hard. We got 392 responses. 82.9% have voted for Kyle Hopper's pickle slice on a Ritz cracker.
Oh my God. Way to go, Kyle.
Well, it's not all pleasant in Kyle Hopper's world because basically 0% has voted for his other treat. He got a little too confident because he tried to throw another treat in there, which is popcorn with jalapenos. And people are just
going to like dilute the pool. That's not going to help him.
Yeah, he messed up. Yeah, he really messed up.
God.
And no one wants anything to do with putting jalapenos in their popcorn. Like literally no one has voted for this. At 13%, and this is basically like the rest of it, is that one guy who said 2 blueberry Eggo waffles surrounding a slab of blueberry jam. A lot of people seem to be into that too. So that's the snack order for now. And Castle, we gotta say, we gotta get more snack recommendations out here. We only have 5 on the list.
Oh man. Okay. I'm bad at snacks, but if I ever come up with something, you're the first man I'll tell. Okay, yeah. Just hit me up. I'll put it on the list. Have you seen that video that's been going around where that baby, that little fetus, that little wrinkled prune of a baby, this is like a TikTok or something. He starts crying. He's like about to open his mouth, like that wide open mouth that babies do. And right before he's about to let out his shriek, the parent comes in and sprays whipped cream in his mouth.
And then the baby's like, he's like, and he tastes it, and he's like, ooh, I don't need to cry now. Have you seen that one?
I have not, but I can see why you have.
We'll watch it on the stream, and maybe that can be one of the treats, is just spray whipped cream in your mouth.
Whipped cream at random.
Yeah. Maybe you could put some fruit in your mouth and then spray whipped cream and then chew it all up together.
Like some strawberries. Ooh, there you go. And just call it like, I don't even know what you'd call it. Just random fruit.
How about a mouth parfait? Something like that.
Ooh, mouth parfait.
Mouth parfait.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Kyle, you did a beautiful. Why did I just call you Kyle? I got Kyle.
I mean,
I got. Okay, wait. Actually, in my defense, Kyle and Castle are pretty fucking close together.
If I was ever in bed with you and you called me Kyle, I'd be really upset.
Are you thinking of Kyle right now?
I'd be really upset.
I would never. Castle, you are one of the High Council members. You have showed us yourself testing one of these treats with the most one of the most hated objects in this community, which is the bread and butter pickle. And we honor you, and all praise is due to the High Council, of which Castle is one of the higher rungs, if not the highest rung. He carries a sword when he's doing this, and we love you and appreciate you, Castle.
I mean, you said it, not me.
Well, Castle, do you have anything else you want to shout out, or should I flush you?
I do.
Yes.
If you'd let me, if the tech problems don't pursue. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm all buzzed about the what are they calling it? LOTOR on Prime. The Lord of the Rings Amazon Prime show is like gearing up, and they're producing it, and it's finally happening. And I've never seen them. I told you this the other day. I finally watched Fellowship of the Ring for the first time. I've now seen it twice, and I'm planning on writing an analysis on my blog about it.
What do you think? What's your take? What's your take on Lord of the Rings?
I was really impressed by the production and just how in the world they made that movie. Like, it's a movie that you think about while you're watching it, and you're like, how did they do this? How did they do that? This costume's really cool. How did they do that? And it's just like blows my mind, and I'm real impressed how into it I got.
Were you like, where did they get an elf? How did they get their hands on an elf?
A disgusting elf. Yeah, where did this creature come from? But yeah, the just the costuming, the makeup, the effects, just all the ways they used the craft of filmmaking to bring it all together was really impressive for a 2001 movie to me. I don't know.
There we go. A little bit of a deep cut of a recommendation from Castle, Lord of the Rings. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like the only one that hasn't seen it. So.
I don't think I ever made it the whole way through. I think I went to go see it in a theater, and I was like, I want to go watch something else or something like that. Like, I've never sat through a whole one of those.
Well,
when you recommend it, you recommend it.
I would. I have not watched the other two yet. I've only seen Fellowship. But I look forward to watching the other two. I'm just in exile now, so I can't watch them yet. But
all right. See. You win. I'm gonna watch it. And for now, do you have anything else you want to say, or should you get the flush now?
You flush me.
Bye bye. He gets flushed right back into the High Council room. Oh, we gotta talk to Liz. Liz. Hello?
You're kind of like a snotty face, bitch.
Oh, sorry.
What up, Liz?
Hi, Ronald McDonald.
What up, Liz? How are you?
How are you, Liz?
I'm okay. I recently, I'm not an actor at all, but I received a call for a casting call for young trans girls. I didn't receive a casting call. Sorry, I'm going to audition for a Pixar thing.
What's the part?
I won't get it, but it's for a project. It's just for a character named Jess. Besides that, I don't know anything else.
Are you excited about this, or are you like, whatever, I'll go to this thing?
I'm nervous as hell, but I'm confident I won't get it. So that kind of helps out the nerves.
I want to recommend. We've talked about this a couple times on this channel, and I think this will help you. Okay? Do you mind if I give you a recommendation? You take it or leave it.
Okay.
There's a movie. It was originally called Southern Fury. and we've talked about this a couple times. I can't remember what it's called now. I think it's called Arsenal or something now, with Nicolas Cage. And if you feel a little bit nervous, you're like, oh, maybe if I don't do a good job, everyone will judge me. Just watch this movie, because you will see a guy, goes by the name Nick Cage, who does not give a rat's ass about if he's a good actor, even if his mustache is convincing in the movie. It's the fakest mustache I've ever seen in my life. So if I were going to do any acting, I would watch that first and be like, oh, there's no standards, you know?
Yeah, there's a certain level when you get famous enough in acting where your name is enough.
Yep. That's my whole theory on Nick Cage, is that I think that he's the greatest sort of, what would you call it? Like, he's maybe not even an actor's actor, but like people who have like an anti-actor or something, where he like exposes the fact that like if you're famous, it doesn't really matter. You don't even really need to try to be a good actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
So Liz,
like,
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that like The Rock could do whatever the fuck he wants on set.
Yeah.
And they'll still hire him because he's The Rock.
You might say, like, you might ask him, like, what is The Rock cooking? And he's cooking whatever he wants because he's that famous. He could just do whatever he wants. Doesn't matter. Somebody says Nicolas Cage as Frodo Baggins. Oh man. That movie I would absolutely watch. So Liz, can I ask you one more question? How do you deal with being nervous? You just go through it, or are you gonna be shaken?
I mean, I'm like super nervous right now, and all I had to do is make myself feel obligated to do it. So then, if I feel obligated, I can't go back. And then once I can't go back, I'm like, okay, this is happening, and I don't care.
Okay, but what about this? What if you get the part? Are you gonna be like, oh no, now I'm really committed to this?
Oh god, okay. Oh god, you just instilled that idea in my head, and now I'm like,
oh no.
God, what if I actually did get the part? Yeah, no, that's fine though. If I get the part,
I take it back. You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it, Liz.
Thank you.
Devin Green says WTF is good with John Cusack. He's a good actor, but he's the thing moved. He's a good actor, but he's in that Duty Arsenal movie with Nick Cage. Yeah, that movie. The thing is, it looks like a bad movie, but there's these like very serious handheld parts that I'm like, oh, I gotta sit through all that to get to the funny parts with Nick Cage. No, thank you. Well, Liz, will you come back and tell us how it goes?
Okay. In like a month, I think, but all right.
Well, will you come back sooner than that, or too cool?
It depends. I don't know.
All right, Liz.
Next time I get news, I'll come back.
Okay, good. Beautiful, Liz. Thank you. And thank you for talking to me.
All right, bye.
Bye. Very nice. That's a very nice person right there, in my opinion. Richard Nixon was good at football, the best name in the chat. Let's hear what... if Richard Nixon was good at football. Hot take. Every movie The Rock has ever starred in... You got to work on your spelling, Richard Nixon. Every movie that The Rock has ever starred in has been the same character, and the Dwayne The Rock Johnson expanded universe is truly the backbone of modern Hollywood. That's probably true. Halfwit, are you there?
I'm here. What up?
What up? Halfwit alert. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Halfwit, thank you for speaking to me. And what is going on tonight for you?
Hanging out, man. Found out about your channel through a YouTube algorithm. They were like, if you're a fan of Abby Shapiro's channel, you'll probably like this channel. So this is where I'm at.
We're basically the same. We're basically the same kind of content, I would say.
Huge overlap. Huge Venn diagram. But no, I was one of those people who I kept on getting that ad. I was like, I don't know what this is. And I would like click the thing saying like, please do not show me this ad ever again. Thank you, YouTube. And then I got it like literally 100 more times.
There was a lot. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I read the comments on one of those videos, and it was like half the people in there were saying what you're saying. We're like, I said stop showing me this ad. You know what I mean? And then it's like it just keeps on coming.
I followed the rules of YouTube. I was like, please do not show this to me again. And they kept on showing it to me. And the infuriating part is I'm like, dude, I'm on YouTube and I look for like live videos of broken social scene and like built to spill, like weird indie rock, dad rock shit, like that kind of thing. And I'm like, why? I'm not a woman in her 20s. Why would I want advice from classically Abby under any circumstances?
What's the best built to spill album?
Gotta go with Keep It Like a Secret. However, a lot of underrated stuff. What's the one with the weight on it? One with the future. Oh no, actually, Perfect From Now On is definitely the most underrated one. That's like the one for the real heads.
Perfect From Now On. Okay. Guys, if you want, I like Built to Spill. I haven't listened to Built to Spill. I went through the same period where I kind of got to listening to Built to Spill from listening to Robert Pollard stuff. You know, it's just like it's just like I kind of like that. Though I feel like listeners overlap, and I was listening to a lot of that. But yeah, Built to Spill's great. Guys, go listen to Built to Spill. And
the holy trinity of 90s indie rock like that is Built to Spill, Guided by Voices / Robert Pollard, and then like Dinosaur Jr. and or Pavement. I guess it's a quadrant.
Yes. I was gonna say like My Bloody Valentine, but you're right. It wouldn't be. It would be Pavement. That's a good call.
Shoegaze.
Yeah.
Totally separate category. Shoegaze.
We got to do a shoegaze like listing, like a rating of all the shoegaze bands on this channel eventually, because you know, I feel like no one's ever done that before.
No, and like stuff to go deeper than that, because like shoegaze, yeah, it's like My Bloody Valentine and like Slow Dive, but like there's other shit out there. Same thing with like ambient. Like I know Aphex Twin, Brian Eno, but I need people to like show me the next level shit.
Yeah, we got to do a. You're right, a shoegaze and an ambient, but yeah, it's got to be like not the obvious crap, right?
It's got to be the 201 college course.
Have you heard that Robert Pollard album where he's just like, it's like all him in between talking at like shows? Oh man, those guys were like, it's not even like a joke. They were like full on alcoholics. Those guys.
Oh yeah.
Because there's like, I listened to that thing where he's just like just talking, and it's like, man, this is like really this is really the talk of a guy who's just like totally wasted. Like this is just wasted talk, wasted improv.
He used to be a school teacher too. Like like an elementary school teacher.
Okay,
was he throwing down beers like that when he was teaching English or math to third graders?
Yeah. Well, supposedly, I always like this. I wonder how much like bands like that, like really famous bands, make up their backstory. But he always he said that his teaching those little kids helped him write, write a lot of that stuff, which kind of makes sense if you listen to those lyrics. They're kind of like nonsensical and childish and all that stuff, which we enjoy at this channel.
He's also an amazing artist. Have you seen his collage art? I think he did a lot of that.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of the the covers are great.
Visual art is amazing. Gotta love Robert Pollard's collages.
All right, Halfwit, I'm gonna flush you, but come back soon, will you? Or no?
Of course. Cheers, man. Thanks.
Bye. Cool guy, likes 90s rock, likes the good stuff, and we're very proud to see him. Someone says A Place to Bury Strangers. Definitely listen to them, but not in a long time. So sorry. Title Fight is the best shoegaze band. Gaga Guga. We will get to that eventually. We will do a shoegaze rating. Okay, whatever. I got. By the way, guys, I got a Fire tablet. One of those Fire tablets used, and man, this thing is nothing but problems. Nothing but problemos with this Fire tablet. And if you had any. If somebody is talking about Square Pusher in the chat, we'll talk about that stuff too, like glitchy whatever 90s music. But if you had any question about whether or not Amazon is just like a total monopolistic company, a predatory monopolistic company. Buy a Fire tablet, because it is just like impossible to get other crap. Well, it's not impossible, but it's a pain to get other crap from other sources besides Amazon onto this thing. It's totally in jail, this thing, and there's ads all over it for crap. Anyway, one of my classic... Oh, I got a question for this guy. Pian?
Hola, hola.
Hey, Pian, how are you?
I'm pretty Gucci. How are you?
Hey, Oh, I'm glad to hear from you, Pian, because I have a question for you.
What is your question?
The question is, so you set up this thing where people can enter their movie suggestions, right?
Yes.
Okay. How do we read those movie suggestions?
There is a I now updated it so you can, on the website, there's a current watch list. You can look at it.
Ooh.
So there's a button on there that you can look at it. Also, I put everything RM Brown related under a tab called Everything RM. And so you can recommend movies. You can send your music recommendations there, and also look at the list.
Oh boy!
Also,
boy!
Making it now, you can vote for your favorite RM Brown videos.
Ooh! Woo! Wee! What if they vote? What if people just say they vote for? They don't vote for any. They're like, I'm not a fan of any of those. That will be sort of depressing, right?
Yeah, I have no idea how, cause I have to update the list like kind of differently, making it like a set.
No.
Like each video is assigned to a number, and then people give those numbers that are associated with the videos. But like some people, like this was best for like people who are just like finding your channel, I feel like, and want to binge your videos. Because I binged like a couple months ago, and if I were to, I wouldn't feel good about voting unless I rewatched all of them.
Very good, very good. I got one more question about this. I got one more.
What's up?
All of them, holy moly! But I got one more question about this, which is what if it's like you could vote for your favorite and they write in somebody else? They're like they write in like, whatever, one of the FaZe clan or something.
I'll take care of it. I can see the results. There won't be any phony business going on in there.
Thank God.
I'll make sure of it.
Thank God and thank Jesus for that, right?
Yes, both of them.
Well, Pian, I interrupted you. You had something to say, and I just jumped right in and started being annoying. What can I do for you tonight? And what do you got for us?
I got a few things.
Let's hear it.
Have you seen Memories of Murder 2003?
Wow.
Bong Joon-ho?
Have you been spying on me because I was just watching it last night?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it awesome?
It is awesome.
Now
Is that actor in other of his movies? Because the actor looks pretty familiar.
Yeah, Kane Ho Son.
Yeah.
Or Son Kane Ho, however you want to.
He's the man. That guy's he's a riveting actor, that guy, and I'm not even joking. He's great.
Yeah, he was in The Host and Parasite.
Oh, he's good. He's good. Yeah, I really like that movie. That's there were some parts where I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on? But it's great. Man. The also the murder, the murdered body close-ups are kind of shocking. But
yeah, and sorry.
No, go for it.
It really looks like they're beating people up like out of frame. Like they do a good job of like, I don't know. Did you notice that?
I
feel like some movies don't do a good job at that. Like it really looked like out of frame. They were hitting something.
Yeah, like when the guy puts on that special sock like the bad cop puts on a special sock to stomp that guy. By the way, if people don't know what we're talking about, it's a Bong Joon-ho movie. The guy who did Parasite made a movie called Memories of Murder, what was it, made in the 90s?
2003.
2003. Okay. Very, very good movie. And also, you know what's funny about it that I was watching is like he kind of portrays the cops as these like bumbling incompetents rather than cool, you know?
Yeah, like they're falling down like into the like the crime scene or whatever. And like the kids are just like running around, just like no control over the scene.
So I would recommend this movie to anybody. Memories of Murder. Memories of Murder by Bong Joon-ho. It's a crime. It's an interesting twist on a detective story, actually, because the police are not cool. They're not cast as cool. They're cast as kind of corrupt idiots, and it's got that actor who's fucking great, you know.
Yeah. Before you flush me, I have to give my snack recommendation.
You bet it better be good, or you're getting an immediate flush.
Ooh, it is so good.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
I'll get the list ready. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
You want a nice banana.
Okay.
You want to get some cashew butter, right? And some herb cheese.
Herb cheese?
Herb cheese.
Okay, herb cheese.
Not talking weird sticky icky type. I'm just talking herb cheese.
Okay.
Put a little bit of cashew butter on the little tip of that banana. Take a bite, then take some cheese. Take a bite of some cheese. Oh my gosh, it might be your new favorite snack.
Well, look, guys, you know we've had some snack misfires tonight. We had Castle come in here and he put one of those disgusting pickles that taste like somebody dropped it on a sidewalk. Those weird sweet bread and butter pieces of garbage. He ate it and he still was like, "Oh, it's okay." So I think that supports that Kyle's treat. That even with a disgusting, slice of garbage, it'll still taste good. But banana, cashew butter, herb, cheese by Pian is now on the list. Please go vote on it. Don't be weird. Don't start a problem with me. Okay, get that ass on that voting thing, Google poll. The link is below, and please vote on it. We're not going to skew this. You don't have to go vote on Pian's thing just because he put it and everybody likes him because he's popular on this channel. Just choose what your heart wants, right, Pian?
Flush down to the polls. Vote.
Flush yourself down to the polls, to quote the great Pian.
Polls.
Pian, will you talk to me soon, or do you think you're too cool?
I will never be cool, and I would love to talk to you again.
Love you, Pian, and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's a really good guy, and we're all proud of him, and I'm no exception to that rule. Thank you very much, okay?
We're having a good time on the show. We're talking about snacks because we love snacks. Kyle Hopper's snack is at 82% in the votes. Kyle Hopper,
how did you come up with such a good snack? Everyone is eating pickles with crackers.
Someone's saying Wire's album Pink Flag is the best. Well, fight it out with all the other people who are arguing that, Robert Pollard is the best, okay? Okay! When I was 10, we went to Norway for a family reunion on my dad's side, and the only cassettes I packed were Color Me Bad, also known as CMB, and Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him. Oh, hell yeah. In other words, it was the greatest vacation I've ever had in my life. Thank you. And now we will speak to Paul. Paul, get that ass on, please.
Paul? is about Paul. This song is about Paul. Paul, where are you? Why don't you answer when we call? We just want to talk to Paul.
Paul, turn your mic on.
That song's called Paul, Turn Your Mic On. You get it at Bandcamp. Minimum $10. Paul, are you there? Oh, Paul, get that tech fixed, Paul. Paul's flushed. Sorry, Paul's flushed. Sorry, Paul's flushed. Okay? We don't take kindly to that. Cheese with herbs rolled into it. Generally a soft cheese like goat. I'll rub that all over my body. Vinch? We got Vinch. We got Vinch.
Hey, I'm here.
What up, Vince?
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Fantastic.
Vince, welcome to the program. Happy Monday to you. And I'm really proud of you and I'm really happy to talk to you. And what do you have for us tonight?
Thanks for having me on the program.
Oh, anytime. Vince, are you kidding? Anytime.
So I noticed you pronounced my name without its authenticity sometimes.
Oh, Vince.
There you go.
The back of the, it's a back of the mouth type of situation. Vince.
Yeah, a more guttural Eastern European, twang.
What do you think of Slavoj Žižek? He goes to spring break in Fort Lauderdale and he does lectures to all the partying spring breakers. What do you think?
Well, if he has the same cadence he does online, then I'm sure all the drunk perverts from Fort Lauderdale would follow right along.
Do you have a favorite Zizek moment? Like of all his little jokes and his little things, do you have a favorite?
That's a good one. Good question.
Have you watched the documentary Zizek Explanation Point? Have you watched that one? Zizek Explanation Point?
Not that one. No, I saw the one about films.
Oh, the films ones are good. You got to watch the documentary because there's parts of just him like wandering around in his weird apartment, and there's a part where he's taking down like some ancient magazine that he saves like everything that has anything to do with him. He saves it and like wraps it in a bag, and he's like dragging down one of these things to show the documentarian, and she's like, "Oh, you save everything that has anything to do with you?" And he's like, "Yes, dear, I am a narcissist." It's that's another one of my favorite parts. But anyway, Vinch.
Yeah. Haven't seen. What was the name of the first one?
Zizek Exclamation Point.
Exclamation point. Okay. I finished the pandemic book from.
Oh
him.
yeah. What's the key? If you had to give us a very brief key takeaway, not like a summary, but what's the one thing that stuck out to you best and most in Slavoj Žižek's Pandemic 1 and 2, or just 1?
Seriously, the whole book is good. It covers a lot of topics, obviously. But I was looking to see when it was published. It was in March 2020. So it was like literally when the US was going on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy came up with this whole plan, basically.
What if you open Slavoj's book, his pandemic book, and he just turns out he's an anti-masker. He's like, "This is my freedom. I want to go into bakery, not wear mask." And he's like just a Karen, just yelling at people that he doesn't want to wear a mask.
That'll be insane.
That'd be great. I think.
My first amendment right.
I demand to be allowed in this Cinnabon. You don't force me to put mask. I want to eat Cinnabon because this my right. That's him. That's anti-mask Zizek, a new character on the show. Thank you to him.
Him getting arrested outside of a Costco or something.
Yes, yeah. And he's like resisting. "No, you don't touch me." That would be great.
I want my $5 chicken.
I want my samples. I like to walk around the Costco, take as many samples as I can. I consider that meal. That is my meal for the night. And you cannot take this away. Slavoj would do that. I would imagine him in the documentary. He's like, yes, today we walk around Costco and we take as many samples as we can. And we come back around. We give 10 minutes. They forget who we are and we get another sample. This is how it works. That would be fun. Him just doing small crimes and stuff.
I heard that in Costco they put like the more expensive items in the front of the store so that it's like seeded into your mind to purchase later.
Ooh.
So they always have like the big plasma TVs and whatever they call them now.
I remember my when I was a kid, my mom dragged me to a Costco, you know, of all the places I wouldn't want to go, Costco. And I remember seeing like a giant, it was like a 10 pack of like playing cards. And I was like, what, unless you're running a casino in your house, why do you need a 10 pack of playing cards? And even then as a little kid, I was like, this is absurd. Like this place is stupid, you know?
Yeah, they have lots of toilet paper.
Oh yeah. If that should be their like you know, their tagline. Hey, Costco, do you like to take a lot of dumps? Come to Costco, because we have lots of giant toilet paper. Giant packs of toilet paper. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, Vinch. What else?
Oh, that's all right.
Did you
I'm
even
going with
say?
the flow.
I think I just talked over you. You just said that the pandemic book is good, like all of it's good.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you listening at me.
Do you recommend reading these pandemic books?
Yeah, it's kind of like a light read. Honestly, like this is I've read a Zizek book once before that was a lot more concise and more detailed. This one's a little more like a glossy kind of thing that paints over a larger subject. So he teaches often with like film metaphors and pop culture and stuff. This is the first time, you know, usually when you're taught something by example, here's an example of what I'm talking about, blah, blah, blah. You make a movie reference here and there, and the point usually sinks. But when he says an example of a film, I just get more distracted by the example itself and not the substance.
Yeah, that's always been my experience with him, is that his presentation and his constant bringing in of these pop culture examples is very distracting from his points. But we still love him. Okay, Vince, listen to this. Yeah. I think you're gonna love this. Okay, yeah. Somebody in the chat. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, this is Ryan Carroll. Shout out to Ryan Carroll. Said this in the chat. Raccoons can't carry COVID, so Zizek is thankfully okay. Okay, you get that, right? Because he's always cast as a raccoon, Zizek, right? Because
he does have those little hands that feel like they're about to like steal something.
He's got the little hands. He's got the manic nature. He's got the rings around the eyes. This is my idea, okay, Vince? What if a Pixar movie? Okay, a Pixar movie. It's a Pixar raccoon. Voiced by Patton Oswalt, Ratatouille style, voiced by Zizek. What do you think?
Oh man, first one to buy a ticket.
And it'll be called something like Pure Racoonology or something.
Beautiful.
All right, well, let's get this going. I'll pitch this to Pixar. Will you come to the meeting with me? We'll kind of like figure out a way to like break into the Pixar office to pitch this idea.
Definitely.
All right, Vince, I love you. Please, do you have anything else to say, or you want to shout out anything?
Yeah, I have a couple things.
Go rapid fire.
Rapid fire. About the Destiny and Richard Wolff debate.
Yep.
I can't remember who you're talking to. A Chippy about Nazi Germany.
Sir, show her some respect. It's Chipford. Chippy prefers to go by her full name now, which is Chipford. Okay, go ahead. Sir. Yes.
Chip Ferdingham.
Yes, very good.
Said about Nazi Germany often being confused as a socialist party, because of it's in name only. And I've said this once to a coworker that oftentimes I work with conservative people, and they brought up that point that the Nazi Party was indeed a socialist party, and I kind of responded with like Germany didn't destroy itself because of they demanded universal health care.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted a single race to rule.
Yeah.
And that was like the nationalist messaging behind it, similar to how MAGA can potentially become a more nationalized ideology and all that stuff. But then by the time I finished my point, he already went away. He said, I have an appointment to go to. Bye.
You could also just say, like, if somebody's like, the Nazis said they were socialists, be like, the Nazis weren't exactly the most honest people about their, about a lot of things. So, you're right. They had a kind of, and by the way, they totally like teamed up with giant corporations and a lot of their first acts, the Nazis, like a lot of like, authoritarian states and stuff, was to crush communists and socialists. Like immediately. It was just like they teamed up with giant corporations to build, the death camps and all this stuff, and that class helped vote them into party and and then they went to work crushing communists and socialists. So how exactly? Yeah, that's whatever. Well, anyway, Vinch.
One more.
We well, I want to summarize. We've talked about some very light, funny things like the Nazis and all the and killing socialists. And all. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Just two snacks that I did not make myself, but I find them delicious in of themselves, and that is dragon gummies. Let's be honest, they just taste like gummies, like gummy bears and gummy worms. But
you're saying that this shape of gummies does not have its own distinct taste?
If you close your eyes and you have a dragon gummy, it can taste like whatever you want it to taste.
Come with me, and you'll see. Sing along with me. In a world of pure imagination. Do you ever sing that to yourself when you're eating candy?
Probably every night.
Very good. Here. Very good, Vince. So Dragon Gummies, is this from the Haribo company?
I thought it was. It's actually from 7-Eleven.
You're lying your ass off. There's no way 7-Eleven makes that.
They probably don't, but that's what's on the back.
I eat a lot of weird stuff from 7-Eleven, I'll be honest. You know what I don't eat there, though, is I'm not ordering pizza at 7-Eleven. You see these people, you just want to go and get like something really quick and get out of there as soon as possible. And somebody's like, I'll have a large meat lovers. And they have to like go and make it. And like everybody's like waiting in the line because now 7-Eleven is a pizzeria now too. It's sick.
It is sick.
All
And
right.
then peanut butter M&Ms is my last
The M&M, I'm totally with you on that. I think that's the best M&M. The coffee ones are pretty good too.
Never had those.
Ooh, well, Vince, will you try some and then give us a report?
I sure will. Thanks for the call.
Vince, I love you, and we're going to go pitch that Zizek Pixar idea, okay?
What was the title again? Do you remember?
I think it's a pure Racoonology.
Perfect.
All right, bye, Vince. How have they not done that? Because it's like it's the whole thing of Pixar is like something for the adults and something for the kids. And having Zizek the raccoon, and he's like eating some garbage out of the trash, like he's eating a half chewed up Popeyes biscuit or something, but he's like, this is the true form of the biscuit. Like he's going off, he's like analyzing it and stuff. That'd be the greatest Pixar movie ever made, in my opinion. But who am I? Who am I to say? Who are any of us to say? Okay, this next guy, welcome to the program. Guy or girl or neither. Your name is just a bunch of Y's. Why?
Yeah. What's
hi.
wrong with that?
Hi. Nothing's wrong with that. I didn't even say anything wrong. That's totally fine. And we welcome all kind of names here,
Yeah, you're just RM. That's understandable.
I know, yeah. I didn't even have the effort to put in a full name into my name, so who am I to judge?
No. One day we'll figure out what RM means. Or did we solve that already?
I think it's still out there. I kind of want to leave it a mystery so that, keep people on their toes or whatever.
All right, we can put why in the books too. No one knows.
Yes. Well, before you say whatever you were gonna say, and I'm sorry to throw it off like this, what do you think of this Zizek raccoon Pixar movie?
I like Zizek, and I think he fits the role perfectly, but I can never understand him. That's just my inability to get like accents.
He's one of those guys you got to put on the even though he's speaking English, you got to put on the subtitles.
Yeah.
Toilets.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe read some of his books or something, because there's no accent when you're reading.
Even more confusing.
Well, why? What can I do for you tonight, and what do you have for us on the program? Thank you.
So I have something interesting. So usually you ever just smoke or take a fat edible, go on the internet?
Oh, not at the edibles for me, because every time I do that, I do this. You're not going to hear this, but I do this. You can probably guess what it is, but okay, yes, okay, I'll say yes.
So I always go on I always have a goal, right? But weed just keeps you off track. But every time I go on the internet, I always end up finding some very far right propaganda. It's really crazy. So I don't know how to tell stories right, but I found a pretty good story. It's about Russians, Nazis, and California. It's all in one. You got the package. It was I think during 2016, right? We're all in agreement, right? That the Russians had what is it? They I forgot. What did they do?
They did the Soviet Union?
No, they did do that. That was one thing they did. The Russians in 2016, what was it? The Russiagate, that sort of thing. They actually colluded and that sort of thing, right?
You know what? I'll be totally honest with you. I kind of lost interest in that, but they basically had troll farms online and crap like that.
Yeah. That's what I couldn't find the word.
All right. Okay.
So,
okay.
This was amazing to me, because I live in California and I remember hearing about this. So it was because California is really liberal. They're oh, if Trump gets in, we're gonna Cal exit. We're gonna leave the United States.
That really rolls off the tongue, by the way. Clegsit. Clegsit. Yeah, Clegsit. Very good.
Cal exit. Yeah. So, I found out it was this manufactured Russian farm thing. It was really the strangest things I've ever seen. So Russians had presence in California. They were trying to push Cal exit, and the dude's a neo-Nazi too. That the main guy behind it. It's just some wild, wacky shit.
Will you put a link in the chat to this story?
Sure.
All right, put a link.
If you go on, I'll put a wait. I'm task managing.
If this is your blog, if this is your historical fiction that you're working on, be very upset and feel very misled, but it's fine.
Here, before I get it, just look up Cal exit on Wikipedia, and it's actually had Russian involvement.
Okay, I'll do it, but do you have anything else for us tonight on the program?
Let's see. Oh, I ate those Ritz pickles, and they were amazing. Let me just say that.
I still haven't tried it. Is this guy Kyle Hopper? Is he accurate on this, or he's just kind of trying to pull our legs with this whole put a slice of pickle on a Ritz and it's really good?
Here, wait. I put the link in the denigration station. That was where I opened up.
All right.
Yeah, he is not lying. It is amazing. I thought
when he first said this thing, for anybody listening, this guy Kyle Hopper. This guy, he comes in and he says, just put a slice of pickle on a Ritz cracker and it's really good. I was like, this guy's lost his mind. We actually need to, I feel like we needed to send sort of a crisis manager to his house or something. Cause I was like, this is the snack of a guy who's, his wife has left him and he's kind of losing it a little bit. And I was really worried about him. And I actually called 911 on him a couple times. But then I was like, you know what? A lot of people seem to be liking this. So maybe
but you haven't tried it.
Maybe he's on some. I haven't tried it yet. I'll try it tonight. Okay.
Yeah, I was in that stream actually, and I actually agreed with you. This guy is deranged.
He's out of his mind. I was like, he seems like a nice guy. He lives in the same town as me, and I was like, nah, there's something wrong with him. He just revealed that he's got some kind of a, he's a troubled, deranged. Maybe he's got dementia. I don't know.
I was just seeing them, so maybe we all have dementia.
We all got And by the way, I found out it's not nice if somebody has dementia, it's not nice to say that they're demented, unfortunately. But
unfortunately.
when I'm old and I have dementia, I want just people to say, oh, he's demented. because it sounds kind of, I don't know, it sounds kind of, sounds like a Batman villain or something. So anyway, why? I'll talk to you later. I will flush you. Bye-bye.
Flush me.
Good guy. He's got some articles he's sharing that I will read. Good for him. And I'm really proud of him. Let's talk to one of our favorite people, guys. I feel like this maybe needs a song. One of our favorite people, Shenanigans.
Hi. Am I good?
I can't hear you, Shenanigans.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, sounds
Is this better? Okay.
Get
cool.
get that tech fixed.
So yes, this is the tech. The tech is fixed. The fix is tech.
The fix is in.
Also, how the tables have tabled.
Ooh.
Who's the person who is nervous? I want to add them on the Discord.
The person who's nervous. Was.
They were really friendly.
Was,
I like them.
That was. Oh man.
I'll go back through the stream. I usually watch the stream a couple of times.
Damn it. Yeah.
But
can't remember their name because I'm a little bit of a
Yeah, no worries.
I got as mentioned. I'm not gonna say what I want, but I do have dementia. So sorry. Shenanigans.
Okay, I'll try to be more sensitive. So speaking of your dementia, you did forget something from the David Lynch book.
Yes.
Yes. So it's sleep and a little food, but also time.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you broke up a little bit there, but just so everybody knows, it's if you're an artist, you just need to you need to find some sleep, a little bit of food, and some time.
Yep. And then you're good.
A little bit of food. Can you? I'm just gonna get the book in a way that I can like rip the audio out, and I'm gonna sample that little bit of food, a little bit of like he's a little mouse, like he's a little mouse in the corner, like eating his crumb of bread or whatever.
Nibble your cheese. Like who needs to have retirement? Not me.
No. All you need is a little bit of food, and you'll be fine. You can make your movies. Fine. You can do your paintings and make your movies. And there's always stuff like there's stuff in that book where he's like the artist life is painting and smoking cigarettes, and this is what I knew about being an artist, and that's what I do.
Life.
Yeah. The art life. The art life is smoking and painting.
Yes.
He's probably right on that. He's probably right.
Also, that's the last day that I called in, I think, no, maybe it was the time before that, but that same day I had met, a local, rock station DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And, I talked to him about Punkarina and Dinocorn, and he was, super into it. And I was like, so, do you have any advice, Do you have any insights since you're, a rock person?
This is your book. This is the graphic novel you're working on.
I think that's the best way to conceptualize of it as of right now. The David Lynch stuff, oh my gosh, that was so helpful. At first you're like, wow, this guy's a madman, he's all over the place, it seems like. He's so energetic, but I get along well with that.
Yeah,
so.
I would recommend that book to anybody. Catching the Big Fish is actually. I haven't read his biography. I think it's called A Room to Dream. I haven't checked that out yet.
Nice.
But from what I hear, it's kind of got some of the Catching the Big Fish stuff in it. But Catching the Big Fish is really good because it's like what would you say? It's part self-help book for artists where just eat a little bit of food type stuff. And then weird stories about how Stanley Kubrick wanted to watch Eraserhead, and he said Stanley Kubrick said Eraserhead was his favorite movie. Yeah. So
I need to watch Eraserhead.
Oh boy.
I haven't yet. I know. I'm sorry. Don't disavow me yet.
No. It's fine.
Stick it out.
It's fine. Did you watch any of those? Because you were like,
I did watch that Kaufman movie.
Okay.
And I have watched some of Twin Peaks, and I don't know if I said that to Pian exactly, but we're gonna rewatch it.
What Charlie Kaufman movie did you watch?
We watched I don't know how to say it, but the New York one.
Synecdoche, New York.
Synecdoche. Okay,
Synecdoche,
good.
I guess. Yeah.
Yep. So we watched that one, and then I watched that one you said that had come out on Netflix, and I liked that one a lot too.
Very good.
I had a really weird dream because of the Synecdoche, New York one, though. I was supposed to clean this apartment or this house or something, so I was here to like help out, and then it's like the wrong house, and it's just like the really old guy who's like the friendlier looking of them,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just like, "Oh, it's okay. Why don't you stay a while? Time." And like just says some weird stuff about time and dreams, and it was very like, I was looking for some red curtains or something. I don't know.
Oh, very, very good.
Like-
It was kind of, this stuff was invading your dreams. This media was invading your
Yeah,
dreams.
like I'm having weeks that are like themed on a piece of media that I've seen, or like I'll talk with people and there's like a social interaction and it's like a spark, and it's great. And I think that the reason why I keep going back to the David Lynch stuff is because it ties in so well with like acceptance and commitment therapy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, which is like super intuitive and I think probably a better way to go about it, especially for, I don't know. And I think generally people who are more living inside their own heads, this is something that's going to work for you better if you're like a perfectionist type than like cognitive behavioral generally. Not always. I don't, but that's just what I found. But I thought, and that ties in with the mindfulness and the meditation stuff too.
For sure, for sure. I think he did a lot of that stuff. I don't think it's like he's giving like really, like full on self-help advice, but he's giving kind of like, it almost feels like if you were that big fit catching the big fish book, it's almost like if you were just hanging out with him, and you're like a younger filmmaker or a younger artist or something. It's like I think that's the vibe he was going for, and it's fun for that, and it's really silly. Like it's got so much of that, like the goofy way he words things, like the little bit of food thing. It's almost like a comedy at the same time. Yeah.
I think he's onto something because I think a lot of how he talks is sort of at least how my inner monologue is. I don't know about but the decision making, the analyzing when you think about things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, now I've begun like writing everything down on little scraps of paper, and then I save these little scraps of paper, and it's actually helping me organize a lot better. Which
very good.
I guess that was something I'm curious about because you're someone who I think is, you've practiced, you've done a lot of the stuff that doesn't work for you. You've figured out what doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
How did you figure out what and how to set up like those personal goals and being accountable, even, because you didn't we have each other and we have a group of people who everybody cares about, like Ergot or Ergo on the server is really, really, really cool. Ergot. Maybe I don't know.
Ergo,
but,
Ergo, maybe Ergo.
Yeah, they're amazing, and I love them a lot.
Hell yeah, yeah. It seems like there's a lot of people on the server who are. Yeah, it seems
like straight up.
Totally.
Punk Arena is visiting their storyline.
Hell
and
yeah.
So I wanted to consult with them because I don't want to misrepresent, because David Lynch is right about the. There's a truth of a thing or whatever, which is sort of like that weird Jordan Peterson stuff, but without being like...
Without taking weird turns into, a dead...
Weird fascist turns.
Yeah, weird, let's just say, troubling.
Look, none of
troubling
us have a dad,
turns.
okay? Get over it.
I would rather have, if you had to choose a dad, you gonna go Lynch or you gonna go Peterson? I'm going Lynch all the way.
David Lynch every day. Like, I would be confusing. And I would be like bewildered a lot, but I'd learn.
You know what? That not unsimilar vocal styles from those two. The one is like, you gotta do that, and then David Lynch would be like, you gotta like not totally not totally different. I would say
there's like a poetry of implied meanings with both of them.
Totally.
They both they'll say a simple thing, but it means something more than that.
I would say a lot of hand motions from them too. A lot of a lot of hand flourish from both of them.
I realized I was doing that as I was speaking in real life.
Very good. All right. Well, look, I totally support you becoming more Lynchian. And when are you gonna?
Two real quick things and a snack, and then I'll get out of your hair.
Hit us.
So I want something to be canon. If depending on how you feel about it, R. Mutt Brown. R. Mutt is the name that was painted on the side of the fountain. It was the fake name that he entered that piece in under.
Right. So it all ties back to toiletism.
Also, people like tried to figure out where he pulled the name from, and there's like 3 different theories about where it's from. So it's like extra. I love the layers. It's like an onion.
Oh.
Which Shrek is also becoming part of toiletism as we go.
Shrek is?
Yeah, a little bit. It's come up more than once in different conversations.
I don't see how Shrek could not be part of it. We got to get Shrek in there.
Somebody's illustration has like the Shrek outhouse with the little half moon, like the little crescent moon.
Oh, hell yeah. For anybody that doesn't know, we're starting an art movement. It's called Toiletism. And yes, 100% Shrek is going to be involved. Also, go vote. Like there's in the description for this, if you go down, there's the snack voting. There's also the art movement process voting. So there's a couple of different processes in there. Go vote for them. And hopefully, I forgot to say that people need to come up with more little processes.
I have a process thing too then, but I'll be so fast. I'll speed through this.
Go, blast through.
A quick Instagram thing. I would really, really like a channel that's just like what people actually want posted on the Instagram. I have an Instagram. I will send you the information so that you have the login info for it.
Yes, please.
I already sent it to Castle.
Yes.
And then also the critique corner being a segment of the Toilet Bowl. The Toilet Bowl being a YouTube channel that has multiple like running segments and like an anime corner and like they have a running guest thing.
Maybe wait a second. You're infringing on my intellectual property because we do anime corner here. No, you can do anime corner too. That's totally fine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if anime corner needs to have some like overhang and people want to spend more time talking about it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. We always race through anime corner on here.
Yeah,
so.
And it deserves attention and love just like all of our ideas. Beautiful. Things, aren't they?
Well,
and then the snack is oatmeal with fixins. So you can put in any kind of nuts. I like putting in like pecans. I like putting in sometimes like shredded coconut. I put in real maple syrup, just a little bit of that in with oatmeal and pecans and a little bit of like chopped up apples and cinnamon. And it was the best thing. Oh, so good.
I would say I'm putting that. It's on the list, guys. And please,
at 4 a.m.
This is a message to everybody out there listening to this. Get that ass on the list right now and go vote. Shenanigans, the beautiful and talented Shenanigans, now has an item on the treat list, which is called oatmeal with fixins, and Shenanigans' name is on there. So please, I'm not trying to throw the vote on this, like go vote for Shenanigans thing. But just go and vote. Go and vote.
Go vote. Go express yourself. I don't want your vote. Go vote for someone who deserves your vote. Okay?
That's right. We're not trying to.
I'm the worst person in the Discord. You're the worst YouTuber. I'm the worst Discord person. We are the same.
Remember when Joe Biden told that guy, was like, then don't vote for me, man. Then don't vote for me. Don't vote.
Geez, that was in Iowa.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, okay, so that's on there. Shenanigans, do you have anything else for us, please?
I love you. I love everybody here. Thank you so much for doing this show. You're amazing.
Shenanigans, we're so happy to have you, and we appreciate you and care about you, and I will see you later.
Bye.
Bye. There's Shenanigans, I would say the most earnest person on the Discord, because a lot of these people on this Discord are like, shut up, man. Shut up, you're an idiot. Your forehead is shiny. And then Shenanigans comes in here and just is nice and then is honest. So the rest of you pukes, learn from Shenanigans. YMS, are you there?
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Did I just hear an echo? Can you say, oh, you're doing a thing. I was confused for a second.
Welcome to the program.
Okay, sorry about that, YMS. Enough with that.
Oh, no worries. It was lovely.
Enough with that. Well, why MS?
I was on here.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was on here like, I don't know, a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And when we said goodbye, you said, "Do you promise you'll be back?" And I said yes, and I'm back.
So that was a binding promise. That was a binding legal promise, and you lived up to your fiduciary responsibility of coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I
Why
wore my fedora as I lived up to my fiduciary.
So when someone says I need to live up to my fedoriary responsibility, that means that I got to put on my fedora. It's not like they have to return something to the shareholders or any crap like that. They just need to get that detective cap on before they leave the house.
Exactly. That's the most important part.
Is that still a thing? Remember they used to make fun of the neckbeard guys because they would wear a fedora? Is that still going on?
I mean, it kind of, but not as prominently, I guess.
Okay.
Because the illusion was that they were kind of living in this, I guess, when America was great, like I'm solving a mystery in a film noir sort of thing. Like these characters in these older films get a lot of respect. So if I dress like that, then I'll get a lot of respect and people will think I'm cool. But now that the illusion's kind of gone and now that it's associated with not being cool, then I'm not sure there's as many. I'm sure it still exists, but...
Right. If I dress like one of the people from Casablanca, then I will be treated like them. But they're like 15. Yeah. They're a 15-year-old in a gamer chair. So it's not exactly... Oh, yeah. They're not considering the context, these guys.
Yeah. I was playing a game yesterday called Super Seducer. It's like a pickup artist game, and it's on Steam, and it's really, really funny.
It's what's this thing called?
Super Seducer, and it's basically like a video choose your own adventure thing. I don't remember what the genre is called.
Text based or graphic based?
Oh, it's a video. It's a British man who's supposedly a professional pickup artist, but the problem is like he doesn't look like he ever showers, and so I don't know. It feels like he missed a really important step. Because that's going to be an issue, especially for the target demographic of the game. But... So
this is I have the exact same question for the pickup artist thing. I was like, is that still going on? So that's still going on. There's still guys going out and they're going up to women and they're saying, "You rat" or "You piece of crap" to women to try to like get them to like them or something.
I don't know if they're actually doing it or if they're tricking incels into thinking they're doing it. I don't know if they're actually doing it or if they're making a business tricking people thinking that they're like pros at it.
I always wondered like
that's also possible.
I always wondered like people are not stupid. Like if you go up to a woman somewhere and you're like, "Hey, ugly," or whatever, like aren't they especially by now, aren't they gonna get, "Oh, this guy's trying to do a trick to like make out with me or something"? Like, that like
especially if there's like one best-selling book and it says, "Hey, tell a story about your dog," and then all of a sudden every woman in every bar in America keeps hearing these stories about dudes' dogs, and they're like, "Wait a minute." So like, if by nature it works, then it will not work because then it would just be the one. You wouldn't be able to stand out if you followed the rules of what you're theoretically supposed to do.
YMS, have you ever been out somewhere and you see someone, a lady or a man or neither, you see somebody and you're like, "That person's cute. I gotta ramp up the confidence to go talk to this person." Has this ever happened to you?
No.
You never done it.
Hasn't.
You never done it. Have you?
No. My brain's weird anyway. I don't usually feel that way about people. Sometimes I form like more emotional attractions to people. Like if I know somebody, then I might crush on them, sort of thing.
Now we're talking.
I don't really.
I
don't really do that.
You crush on people based on like, "Oh, this is a cool person. I gotta.
Well, if they're like nice and sweet and they're funny, then those are things that I like. But
now we're talking.
I don't know. You could be like physically attractive and just be a douchebag. So I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of these YouTube lunatics. Like if you saw Ben Pepino out somewhere, right? You're like, oh Ben, he's cute. That's a cute young man right there. And then you start talking to him. He's like, and you're like, oh my god, he's out of his mind.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah,
you can't judge a book by the cover, as somebody once said. You know.
Unless you're a pickup artist, then you're not really looking to form a genuine relationship. You're just looking to trick them.
You're just creeping. You're slithering and creeping around.
Yeah.
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 Well,
I don't like responses in that in the game where it's like you say something honest and genuine, and he'll be like, "No, that was wrong. You want to you want to trick her." There'll be odd moments in the game like that.
YMS, I don't like you playing this game. I think that you're getting into you're supporting these cretins, but it sounds like you're playing this game for fun. Sounds like you're playing this game for fun, but it sounds send me a link to this game. I want to play it. We'll play it on the stream. We'll play it together.
Okay, awesome.
Right,
do you check DMs on your Twitter?
DM me on Twitter or DM me here on discord.com.
Okay, I'll have to figure out which one's yours. I'm just on the. Oh wait, here it is. I'm a boomer when it comes to Discord.
Oh, but have you listened to this show?
I just sent you a request.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I don't usually. This is like maybe the second or third actual live stream part that I listen to.
Ooh.
But,
all right.
Usually, I just listen to the other stuff.
We'll play this cretin game together on the stream next time. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Bye. Y. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Good guy right there. Gets crushes on people, but based on their inside, not all this shit right here, guys. Okay, so please get it together. All right. A big priority tonight. People will go right up the list. Getting into the on-air room. If you've watched any of the Oscars. Does anybody sit through that whole thing, the Oscars? If it's not like Tim Heidecker making fun of it, does anybody just sit there and they're like, "Oh, best sound design. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit through all this crap." Stevie.
Oh hey, yeah, hear me?
Stevie,
Yeah.
Stevie, it's funny that your name is like Stevia because you sound sweet to me.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. Okay. I gotta send out a warning to not just you but the whole community. There's this up and coming filmmaker who's not who he seems. His name is David Packlynch.
Ooh, David Packlynch.
Yeah, and it's like he took all of David Lynch's filmography, and it's all like. It's riddled with like sponsors, like boner pills and all that. Like, So he's got like instead of like a razor head, it's Pfizer head. I don't know if he's sponsored by Pfizer, but I think he's trying to get a sponsorship. So it's like it's basically it looks like this David Paxton guy, but his hair looks like a giant blue like Viagra pill or something.
Oh God. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Paxton because that guy's got some serious problems.
Yeah, and I only watched one film. It was one of the. You're familiar with Lynch's earlier short films?
Oh
like
yeah,
the 60s.
Yeah. The one where it's like the alphabet and all that stuff.
Yeah. His first one was 6 men getting sick 6 times.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's like if I remember, it's been years since I've seen it, but I think if I remember, it was like a chalkboard drawing, like an animation,
right?
And it's like silhouettes of these 6 guys, and it's like I think like a tube goes into them, they fill up, and then they they vomit.
Yep.
And then it repeats 6 times, obviously. But this one, it's called 6 Blues Getting Chewed 6 Times.
Oh God! Oh my God! This got Paxton written all over it. That guy.
Yeah, that I'm willing to bet that. Oh. And it starts out the same premise, but it's like they chew these little pills, and like they fill up blue, but then they get like this like erection, like all 50 silhouettes.
God.
And it's like
Jeez.
it's a weird like broomstick, like it looks like a broomstick. That's how long it gets, and then like they splurge, and the whole screen just goes blue, and it starts over several times. And clearly this is like subliminal marketing.
Oh boy.
And stuff.
Oh boy.
But yeah,
this is the problem. This is a problem with YouTube and this political YouTube is that we got perverts. What is his name? Paxstone? Whatever that guy's name is. People like that, they kind of weasel their way in, and they do this like perverted weird stuff, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what we can do about it, but I just wanted everyone to just be on the lookout for this in case it like just shows up in the algorithm. But
should this Paxton guy be officially canceled? You know, like canceling people? Should he be canceled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a good reason for canceling. Well, yeah, I mean, I have a personal good reason. I don't want to. I don't need boner pills showing up in my algorithm, but
yeah, it's embarrassing if somebody, you know, you're just watching it and that pops up, and then some like your kid walks into the room and they're like, "Oh, my dad's a weird pervert." You know, this is what I have to look up to. So it could destroy a family, I think. But anyway, Stevie, thank you for this update. Will you come back, please?
I just wanted to ask a question. You made a video back in October about. It was a dream where you walked into a bar and there was a kid giving life advice to people.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that gave me kind of like, it gave me like that vibe of, I remember hearing stories about how Drew Barrymore, when she was a kid, when she was in like E.T., she would walk into a bar, like with all adults, just doing stuff like that.
Oh boy. Oh,
but
could you imagine?
Okay. I couldn't even imagine like just seeing that as a kid, or just, I mean, she was screwed up for years because of that. But
I mean,
but hey,
the audacity of a little kid. I'm famous. I was in ET, and she struts into a bar where people are just trying to, you know, like have a few drinks, you know, before they have to go to work or whatever.
Well, they're doing drugs and all that stuff, but it's
they're doing drugs. Come on, get out of there, Drew.
Okay, so in the later in that video, you said something about lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
And you don't know if it's real or not. Have you ever had a dream where you knew you were dreaming?
I've come close. I feel like there's been ones where I'm like, something's off here. Something's.
Okay.
I have. You know what? I did. I had a dream where I was like back in high school, and then I was like, wait a second. Like, I remember that I got out of here. Why am I back here? So there was the logic of the dream sort of started to break, but I was still like, oh, but I have to behave myself as if I'm not in a dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had plenty of dreams like that and stuff, but it's the first one I had, like, okay, me and my friends, like when we were kids, like we didn't have the internet at the time. This was like mid 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going off of like just urban myths of how you can like control your dreams or something. So like one kid would be like, oh, well, if you tell yourself you're going to dream this like 3 times, it'll happen or stuff. We do all this stuff and it would never work. But then like one night I was in school and there was like one of those big tables, like those kind of tables where you pull them together for like art class or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was just one table and it looked like about 4 or 5 kids on it, but they were all on the table, like acting like really just, they're jumping over each other, pushing each other, like all rambunctious.
Oh.
And then there was like another one of my friends was like rolling at the bottom, like underneath everybody while everybody's jumping over him, like in syncopation.
Oh.
And I remember just thinking like this is so stupid, like this can't be real. And then I'm thinking like, oh, I'm dreaming and I have to go to school in like an hour or something. And all of a sudden, like everything gets discolored. I don't know what the word for that is, but like, you know, like when a camera flash hits you in the face or you see weird colors.
You get those little twinkles?
Twinkles, but like you'll see like a purple tint or something.
Yes.
And like, it's like that without the flash. And then all of a sudden I wake up. Now, years later, I read somewhere that if you have a dream that gets really good or really scary, or if you become like, if it gets exciting, you will wake up from it. It's like your body's natural reaction.
Oh.
So if you are aware that you're dreaming or you become alert of your surroundings, you run the risk of waking up. So you have to be careful, I guess.
Oh God! All right, Stevie. I will say everyone's scared now.
Everyone's scared. Everyone's scared.
Okay. Well, here's the one where it
Everyone's
actually
scared.
worked, though.
Okay.
It was like several years later. I was in like a library. I was taunting my nephew. I took one of his Hot Wheel cars, and I don't know why I was chewing on it in front of him. All of a sudden, like one of my teeth broke, and I started freaking out because that's expensive. And then I'm feeling my mouth like in my dream, and I'm thinking like, well, my teeth are all here. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait,
what?
This isn't real. Then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I'm dreaming. I'm like, okay, I can do this now. And I'm like, so when you know that you're dreaming, like I'm a teenager or something, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna make out with a hot chick, but I don't know what chick to think of.
Okay.
So like this woman appears, and she looks like something I might have saw in like a commercial when I was like 5 or 6 or something.
You're turning your dream into a pervert dream.
Well, she looked like something that fell out of like a late 80s Sears catalog.
Oh my God.
And she was wearing like a weird red dress with like shoulder pads and like had a goofy hairdo. And
this is your fantasy woman.
Well, no, she was cute. No, she was cute, but I just didn't understand why her. Like I didn't know why this was like showing up. So I'm like, you know what? This will do. I'm happy I got this far and stuff. And then we made out, and she disappeared or something, and then I woke up. But yeah.
Well, Stevie, I'm really happy for you that you manifested this dream woman. This is like a weird science situation where you were like, I'm gonna create a woman in my dreams, and then what do? You kiss her like a true pervert. And Stevie, thank you. I will try to lucid dream. Will you come back soon?
Yes, I will.
Bye-bye, Stevie.
Flush away.
Bye-bye. That guy using his lucid dreaming powers to be a pervert, just to smooch 80s women, probably Annie Lennox or something. He smooches her because she's got shoulder pads. Unbelievable. It's very Trumpian. Like that's like he manifested like Stormy Daniels or something in his mind. What a sicko. What a sicko that guy is, Stevie. But we all like him. Something I did want to talk about is Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel had George W. Bush on his show, and they're like joking. It's George W. Bush. Maybe we could watch a quick thing of it.
First guest tonight spent 9 years as co-owner of the Texas Rangers baseball team before deciding to go into his father's business, which is being president of the United States. He is now an artist with a new book of paintings and stories.
I have to say, though, George W. Bush's art is pretty hot. I like it, like the outsider art thing I kind of like, and like the eyes are painted a little too close together. So you got to give it up for that, despite one of probably the worst things that's ever happened to humanity, this guy and his administration. I kind of like his paintings.
Stories called Out of Many One, Portraits of America's Immigrants.
Now, his paintings are more like, they look a little bit more paint by numbers now. Not a fan anymore. Sorry, George. Sorry, Jorge. Not interested.
Please welcome President George W. Bush. Hello, Mr. President.
Yay! Yay!
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
One of the worst people. Unbelievable. These idiots like Jimmy Crumble. All the people that this guy's laundered. Adam Carolla. Now he's like, hey, I didn't do enough creating that monster. Adam Carolla, who's now out there doing basically like white power crap on his show. Now I gotta have George W. Bush on. Great. Good for you, Jimmy Kimmel. You idiot. Anyway, Hydra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what up, boy?
What up, dude?
Hey, what up, dude?
Oh, you know what? Hey, I forgot. Somebody actually wants to talk to you, Hydra. Is that okay?
Oh, God.
You're not
yeah,
gonna...
let's see Greg.
Hey,
Come on,
what's
Greg.
up? Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh, dude.
Like, I don't think there's too much of a problem with having George W. I mean, he did his best. You know?
Nah, come on, man. He did not do his best. He did his worst.
Well, it's really hard being president. You know, it's really hard. It's a hard work. So, you never done it.
Oh, God. This guy's insufferable. Am I right, Hydra?
Greg is just all the bad opinions, and I think I'm probably gonna get put in the cancel corner with him after tonight.
Ooh.
What are they gonna cancel? What are they gonna cancel next? Garfield?
Wow, jeez. Did you hear that?
Cancel Mondays, am I right?
Ugh. Anyway, Hydra, how are you?
So I'm doing okay.
All right.
What about you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Nobody else gives a crap. They don't even ask. But what do you got for us tonight, please?
So I'm going to attempt to defend density or destiny or however you say it.
Before you do that, and I think this is a good, we're headed in the right direction. Super chat, $5 from Obsess, who we gotta talk, Obsess, okay? Sorry, I just got your message. Doinks with RM is the best way to spend a Monday night. Oh, he's on those doinks. Well, thank you, Obsess, and we love you, and we're very proud of you. And I actually got to talk to him on the back end. Sorry, Head for Hydra.
No.
You're gonna defend Destiny according to the in the context of this Richard Wolff thing.
Yeah, and I should preface by saying I am an anarchist.
Ooh.
I think that co-ops are a more functional way to structure our economy as far as like fairness and that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But my issue with the way Wolf presented everything, and I understand the backlash that Destiny has gotten because he did kind of come off as a child in that specific debate.
Look, give the guy, whatever. He's I think that he got some things wrong, some basic things wrong, but I props to somebody for doing it, and whatever. I don't know enough about Destiny, honestly, to like throw him completely under the bus, but that's my take. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry, Hydra.
So the issue with like the whole, like Chippy brought up at the beginning of the show, the fact that they just talked about like definitions the whole time. I feel like that's because Wolf gave 3 like pretty specific definitions throughout
of socialism
to each one.
Yeah.
So one of them being like essentially what SOCDEMs are.
Yes.
One of the others being like quote unquote historical socialism, which you can use as like the garbage truck for all the shit that didn't work historically, and that's pretty like lazy, I think. And then the third being
go ahead.
economies.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Okay. So then you were saying the third was he was like specifically injecting his, which is, I think how he describes what he believes is like that he thinks workers should have some control over the production process, and specifically that it should be democratic as far as management, right? Or am I saying?
Yeah, and I fully agree with that. Like that is what I believe as well.
There are pretty smart YouTubers out there. Like for example, the guy who I'm an idiot and I thought was Vadim, but Hakeem makes a pretty good argument against this from I would say a different Marxist perspective, which is pretty interesting. You could look up his video on it, where he says he basically says like, oh look, I generally agree it would be a good thing. It would be less alienated work, which anybody who's ever had a job knows that's true. That jobs can be even. Did you know Adam Smith even said that? Not a lot of people know this, but Adam Smith, the sort of the grandpapa of capitalism, was like, yeah, this will make people stupid, just doing this division of labor stuff. But he makes a good argument if you wanted to learn more about that. But what I thought Richard Wolff was saying was like, look, what I believe in general is that workers need to be managing themselves. They need to be their own boss, and we need to destroy this employer-employee relationship. And then like how I like in the real world interpret that is this worker co-op thing. So he's like categorizing himself as one type of socialist. And I think that he's totally right with that. And that's why he goes into all the historical crap, is that socialism is interpreted in different ways.
Which is how like the right has essentially, fear-mongered on the term for so long.
Yeah, I think that's might be what Richard Wolff is trying to do, where he's like, here's a more solid version of this and real world thing that's not very threatening, which might be a part of his strength, is he knows like that people are going to be freaked out by this. So he's like, here's a very simple, this is not a big deal. It's just like, you'll be your own boss at work and you'll have a vote on how much everybody makes and what to do with the profit and and whether or not you'll have shareholders and all this. Maybe that's like part of his strength, that it doesn't seem threatening and it's simple. It's simple to understand.
Yeah, no, that's super reasonable.
But I think that you were saying that you think it might be a bit of a problem where it's like he's talking about, for example, like the Soviet Union or Venezuela or something, where it's like a group of people who maybe were categorized as socialist or something like that, and it didn't work out, so then they don't get the definition or something like that.
It just, like, I guess like anything with a negative, even a negative aspect. Like, I can't think of any specific examples from that debate, but I know that he did it once or twice where, a few things could have worked functionally, but there were like two really negative consequences to this. And he'd be like, okay, yeah, that's thrown into the historical socialism wastebasket. And I just think that that's like a weird thing to have to continue to clarify throughout, like which thing you're referencing.
It's like, this is part of the problem, honestly, with debates, because it is honestly like not even trying to like muddy the issue or make it more complicated or anything like that, but it is like the history of trying to figure out like the most humane and the most like effective economic system, like how to organize an economy of a country, is complicated. And it is like difficult, and when we get into stuff like, because I've read a fair amount about like something like the Soviet Union, it's like so much went on there that, yes, like, and Richard Wolff has talked about this and a lot of people have talked about it, where it's like the amount of crap that was going on, it's almost like you do have to throw that into the dustbin of his history, because it was like they were going through a civil war and then they were attacked by these world superpowers, and then they weren't even like a modern economy. They were like this, this revolutionary blah, blah, blah. That was like a sort of a very not advanced country. And so like, I don't know, it does have to be put into historical not to go on and on, but you know what I'm saying? Like it does have to be put in.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more complicated than I think like a debate could like get a quick own on in some cases. But I think like, I don't know. Would you say that was your main defense of Destiny? Is that like maybe Richard Wolff was not being as clear as he could with his arguments?
That, and just based on like Destiny's past debates and other content, like I think that he is clearly intelligent. I like the way he reaches conclusions, even if I don't agree with the conclusions that he reaches. Like I just like the way that he presents his thought process for like A to B to C equals Z. Like, this is why I land on this.
Well, yeah, either way, whether anybody out there listening, whoever they agree with, I think you're making a really good point, because a lot of this is persuasion. Like, you're trying to like not even persuade somebody on like what's the best economic system, but like reading more about this stuff, learning more about this stuff. A lot of it is persuasion in a way that like has to be like elegantly explained, like not overly complicated, not seeming like it's impossible or it has to go into these long historical examples and but something that somebody can like easily grasp, who's just like learning about this maybe, or who doesn't care about it that much or whatever. I think that's a good point, is that if it gets too complicated, you just kind of, and I do this with a lot of stuff where I just kind of like check out,
Just at least a few sources or something that like you wouldn't otherwise. I think that is just generally productive.
Totally. Well, I think this is a good point. This is something that I never really considered is that it's, you know, and maybe it's like a strength to a debate is being able to really clearly and as stripped down and as like effectively as possible make your points. I think that's actually really good. That's a really good point. Well, Hydra, do you have anything else to say, or should I flush you?
I've got a snack recommendation, and first, I just want to say, Perfect from now on is the best Built to Spill record, hands down. Opener, Randy described eternity. I don't remember. Best opening track for most albums.
I gotta re-listen to that album.
It's so perfect. I love it so much.
Sorry, I talked over you. Are you a Guided by Voices fan too?
I was in the past. I don't know why I kind of went off of them for a while, but I'm into that kind of like lo-fi, fuzzy, 30-second song.
How about The Fall? How about The Fall? You like The Fall?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Sorry, I talked over you the last thing you were saying. Go.
No,
say it again, please.
Just listen to the band The New Year. Not necessarily just you, but anybody that gives a shit or whatever.
All right.
Just really solid, kind of stoner, technical, Pavement-esque kind of vibe. And for the snack recommendation,
yes.
Have you ever had Yoo-hoo? It's just like chocolate water.
Oh yeah, I've had all three of the main Yoo-hoos: banana, chocolate, and strawberry.
There are flavored Yoo-hoo. I've not had banana or strawberry Yoo-hoo. This is something I need to look into.
They're pretty weird, but if you're in the mood, they can really hit the spot. Those weird YouTube, like exactly what you're saying. It's not even milk; it's just water, very watery.
Oh yeah. So essentially, you take a Blue Chew, brush it up. You got to get a nice powder going, and then shake the Yoo-hoo, and then you have a You-Chew.
Ooh!
There we go.
A You-Chew. Oh my god! You just made the night right there with that one, my friend. Well, I will talk to you soon.
Thanks, buddy. Bye.
Bye. You-Chew. Oh, I hope the Blue Chew company is listening. Like a drinkable, you know, like those like little weird little protein shakes that people drink when they're like running out the house. They're in their car. How have you guys not coughed up a You-Chew yet? Guys, you know, it's 10 p.m. It's been 2 hours, but we'll keep going for a little while more because who cares, right? Paul? Did I already talk to Paul? Paul?
Hey, brother. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Oh, God.
Hey, dude.
How's it going, Greg?
Hey, man. Have you ever seen Boondock Saints, bro?
I've heard of it. Willem Dafoe's in it, right?
Yeah, William Dafoe is in it.
Oh God, gee, I don't want to get started.
Dafoe. Yeah, the guy from also the guy from the Postman Pat game by Hideo Koji, bro.
Oh, okay. We gotta rewatch Boondock Saints. I think Greg was unironically calling Willem Dafoe William Dafoe. Right? That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick, sad stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, Paul, how are you? And what do you have for us tonight? And how are you? And what can I do for you?
What do I got for you tonight? I don't know, bro. You got me. You caught me studying, eating dinner.
Oh.
With a cold lime.
What are you studying?
Film stuff.
Oh, old film stuff or new?
Old film stuff. Nothing relatively new.
What's a good old movie?
Oof, good old
Have
movie,
you seen Bob the Gambler, that French movie?
Bob the Gambler? No, I don't think I have seen that.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a classic old French movie.
French movie, huh? That might be something to look out for, because I'm certainly into all types of foreign films.
Hell yeah. Now we're talking.
Hell yeah.
Really, really good main actor in that movie. I don't know what else that guy was in, but he's very good. But anyway, Paul, do you have something to tell us tonight, or should I throw you in the toilet?
Oof, something to tell you guys tonight. Got a show recommendation?
Hit us with it, please.
All right, so I've already posted it in like in the films thread and in Pian's page. Are you familiar with a show called Serial Experiments Lane?
No, what is this? Serial Experiments?
Yeah, pretty much. If you're into the surreal David Lynchian stuff, which I know you are, it might be worth checking out.
Wait, what is it called again? Serial Experiments what?
Serial Experiments Lane, Lain.
Serial Experiments Lane. Okay, where do I watch this? Where do I watch this thing?
It's on Funimation. You can make a free account with it, but it is also posted to YouTube if you're not willing to create an account.
Hey, wait a second, Paul. Quick question for you. Did you hear this idea about the Zizek as a raccoon Pixar movie? As a film expert,
yeah, I believe
what do you
for that earlier.
What do you think? Like, they're gonna buy that idea, right, Pixar?
I would certainly buy it. I mean, Zizek definitely seems like a raccoony kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it? Pure Racoonology?
Pure Racoonology. Yeah.
First as tragedy, then as raccoon, maybe? I don't know. I gotta think about this. Well, anyway, Paul, thank you for talking to me. Unless you have anything else, I will be forced against my will to flush you.
Okay, one last thing.
Yeah.
I gotta shout out you and the rest of this Discord because you guys are some of the most chill people I've met. Like,
aw, thanks, Paul. You are too.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Shenanigans. Shout out to Clam Slammer.
Clam
You guys are the
Slammer?
best.
There's somebody named Clam Slammer in this Discord?
Oh yeah, there is. And
Hi,
he's a
Council.
very, very chill guy. You should talk.
Well, permanent ban just based on the name for that guy. Hi, Council.
Come on, RM.
Okay,
Come
okay,
on.
he stays.
But, you, man, just one last thing before I go.
Yes.
You're really, really fun. Like,
no.
I've only been a part of your channel for like a few months now, but like, I love your stuff, man. You're like a
thanks, Paul.
shock jock, you know?
Thanks, Paul. That's so nice. And none of these other people ever say anything nice. They come on, like Chipford will come on and she'll be like, here's what I want to talk about, blah, 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 blah. And nobody says anything nice. And you said something nice. So you are the winner and you are the favorite.
Hey, thanks, man. My pleasure.
Thank you. And Paul, thank you for being part of the Discord, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks very much, man.
Bye.
All right.
Clam Slammer?
Hey, bud.
Hey, what up?
Not too much.
I gotta say, cool name, dude.
Thanks, bud. So I'll tell you a story about the origin of the name.
Okay, yes. I'm sorry that I called the High Council to ban you just based on the name.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, there's been people who've been upset by the name because there's the double entendre, which I welcome.
Okay.
But we were watching this nature documentary, and we were all pretty lit. And it was great because this was back in the day. We had a projector, and so you get the full like David Attenborough in your face, and it was about these little monkey guys, like lanky boys, capuchin looking motherfuckers in the Amazon, and they were picking up these freshwater clams, and they were bopping them on these trees, and
trying to just pry these things open.
Well, they were bopping them, like smashing, like, and then my brother, I almost said brother at the time. No, he's still my brother. He just said slamming clams in that exact tone, and we all just died. And then I needed a name, and now I'm the Clam Slammer. Yep.
Clam Slammer. Hey, look, it's a little bit of an inside baseball joke, but I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So I had a couple things that I wanted to talk about. I noticed people are talking about snacks quite a bit.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I've come to this like little bit of an invention
Yeah.
recently.
Now we're
So I
talking.
found this. Yeah. I found this really good bread for grilled cheese. It's kind of like sourdough, but it's not. But it's a local brand, so whatever. Anyway, sourdough vibes. But when you flip the grilled cheese, you brush. You cut a clove of garlic in half, and like you make like a little utensil out of it, like with a fork. Like you prong it. That way you have like sort of like this. Like imagine like a potato masher.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The mashing end is a clove of garlic cut in half. And then you brush that on the bread when it's still kind of like warm and still has like some of the hot oil on it. And you get like, it doesn't really like make it super garlicky, but it kind of perfumes it in a sense. It's pretty fire.
Ooh. So it's like the grilled cheese kind of turns into like it's got a little bit of more of a garlic sort of a tinge to it.
Yeah, I mean, not so much in like that, like kind of like that spicy garlicky flavor, but there is that aroma, and it just amplifies everything. Because like when you're butting the sandwich, that's just right next to your nose, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thinking what else?
I'm putting this on the list. This is on the list. I'm gonna call it. You tell me if this is how to describe this. Grilled cheese with a brush of garlic on the bread. There we
Just
go.
a raw garlic clove. I mean, you could also like make garlic confit, which has become a new secret weapon.
Oh, so you think you're Chopped, huh? You think you're on that show Chopped?
I just like cooking. But yeah,
You're good.
you do like thank you. You just like slowly heat up garlic and like a bunch of olive oil on the stove, and you can throw in some red peppers or any other like fat soluble spice, and then you get garlicky fucking olive oil. But you just like you mush in the mushy garlic with the oil, and you can like put it on stuff.
Yeah, you know what? As a a half Italian, I like to say, I am a big fan of garlic. I like to chomp down the garlic.
It seems like garlic is in like every culture's food, you know?
True. I was trying to be very exclusive and racist, and I take it back. I fully take it back.
No, I don't think so. I mean, like my thing is like I just like will read Wikipedia articles about food for like an hour, and like it's everywhere. Garlic seems to be everywhere.
This is a clam slammer. I was a little bit hesitant because of your name, but this is a really good. I feel like this suggestion might rival Kyle Hopper's. Like Kyle Hopper is sweeping this thing. 81.7% for Kyle Hopper's pickle slice on a Ritz cracker. 450 votes. Can you believe that?
I mean that's a good combo, but like you got to add Gruyere and you got to do ham on the grilled cheese, then do the garlic thing. And if you're extra spicy, when you flip it after you do your garlic thing, you put a little bit of extra cheese, and then you do a double flip, so you get a fucking burnt cheese crust on the outside.
Ooh, that's sounding really good. I might have to try this, Clam.
Yeah, but you got to have something acidic on the side to cut through all the richness. Boom!
Hey, if you can find that video of those monkeys slamming those clams, but send it over and we'll take a look.
Right. Oh, by the way,
yes.
There was a couple super chats that went through that never got acknowledged, including one of mine.
God damn it. Jesus. I need to pay more attention. What did it say?
Oh, I was asking, like, if they're, now you just said how much of a nice guy I am.
No,
I was asking if you had to make love to a McDonald's sandwich, which one would you choose?
Oh my God. Really good question. I guess the most stupid joke would be to say Filet-O-Fish, but so we'll leave that out. But I will say Big Mac. Big Mac.
Because it's fluffy, right?
Because it's
a
fluffy.
Sandwich.
Also, it's kind of classic. It's just like, what does McDonald's, if you had to sum up McDonald's, Ray Kroc's dream, what would it be? And I would say the Big Mac. That represents it. So I'll go with that.
Excellent. Thank you for having me on, man.
All right, Clam, I'll talk to you. Come back soon and talk to me again, unless you don't want to. Then it's fine.
I mean, I survived.
All right, Clam, thank you for talking to me, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon.
Be good, booty baby.
Bye-bye. Cool guy with I would say, a name that I wasn't sure about first, but he explained it. So, it's fine. Okay. This might be the final chat of the night because apparently no one, well, actually there are some people in the lobby. Deacons, are you there?
Deacons, are you there?
Deacons!
Deacons!
I'm being serenaded.
I can hear you. Hey,
I
Deacons.
can hear you too.
Deacons, get closer to your phone. Your phone. Deacons, can you get closer?
Is this close enough? Am I getting
Yeah.
closer?
What's up, dude? Welcome to the Greg Show.
No, we're not
What's
doing.
up?
Sorry about
Greg!
that. Sorry, no more Greg. This dude is just insufferable. Anyway, Deacons, how are
Made it
you?
almost 2 hours without him.
Oh, right. Thank God. Thank God we went 2 hours without that fool. Anyway, Deacons, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. I've been working late. That's why I like the live show. I get my fix while I'm working. I can rewatch your videos so many times.
Is this live thing, this live stream, a good background, some good background noise?
You have a really kind and cozy community here, my dude. It is a great place to hang out.
Yeah, really, I got lucky with a lot of these people, right? A lot of nice people in here in this. I have to say, shout out to this Discord. Too many nice people, I would say.
We got lucky with you, bro. Like from what I've been hearing, we all found you thanks to that algorithm.
Oh, I can't accept this level of kindness. I truly can't. I truly cannot. I don't accept this. I don't accept it.
It's a shame that the amazing producer credits tanked you in the algorithm. I'm starting to love those. Honestly, I miss them.
Yeah, I got to figure that out. That's one of these things where I'm like, how do I do this? It really, honestly, Deacons, so much of this like uploading videos to YouTube thing is like, how do I please the gods that shall shine on me or avert their gaze so that it'll show people. Isn't that crazy?
It's the worst because, like, I mean, to be honest, not only was I starting to love it and like sing along with it and like, it was my favorite part of the show. Like, I was getting to the point where like, yeah, now I want to be a producer so I can be in these credits. And then suddenly the credits are gone and it's like, I don't even know what to do now. Suddenly everything's changing.
Oh no. Oh great. Oh, okay. Well, I'll figure out a way to do this. All right, whatever. We're not going to get into a whole behind the scenes thing. But anyway, Deacons, do you have something that you would like to tell or suggest or a treat or anything like that?
I mean, folks been talking about treats, but I've just been sitting here eating chicken wings. Like whenever I'm listening to the show, I just seem to always have chicken wings at the ready. It's not intentional, but I'm a chicken wings guy.
Are you dipping those fools in some sauce or something?
Oh yeah, and like, that's the best part, right? Because you have the sauce, and you've got the meat, and you've got the bone. It's you're on Man vs. Wild or Survivor Man. You know, it's like you're eating a live animal while you're watching the program.
Oh my God, are those guys still around? Those survival things? Was one of those guys was faking it, right? He would just stay in a hotel, and then he would like go roll in the mud for like 30 minutes, and then he'd go back to the hotel. Wasn't one of the guys doing that?
That was Bear Grylls, and I liked how towards the end of his show he began to lean into it by being like, "Here's some survival scenarios." They bust out like the big fans and shit.
His survival scenarios was like, "What do you do if the indoor pool is closed? How will I survive
and
this?"
And it's really windy.
He's like, "Room service is closed for the night. How will we survive?" Like that kind of stuff.
I mean, it's a pretty big problem, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it's scary stuff. Well, Deacons,
How am I going to get my chicken wings if they don't bring them to me?
Well, hey, will you put a picture of these chicken wings in the text chat or whatever?
I can do that for you, bud. Yeah.
All right, Deacons. I'll talk to you soon. And I love you, and thank you for talking to me.
And thank you as well, sir. Flushing toilets.
Flushing toilets. Bye-bye. Good guy, good voice, I would say. He's got a good voice. Let's talk to a couple more people. You know, why not? We're going to 10. Guys! We're going to 10:30, guys. Guys. We're going to 10:30, guys. We're going to 10:30, guys. We're going to 10:30, guys. Guys. Oh, this fire tablet.
We're going to 10:30, guys. There's nothing that's gonna stop us. We're going to 10:30, guys. We're gonna stay up past our bedtime.
But what if you don't get enough sleep? Staying up all late, like it's a sleepover.
That's what we wanna do. We're gonna skip school tomorrow, 'cause we're too tired to go.
I gotta go to work tomorrow, but maybe this is more important. Oh yeah.
Thank you, guys. That's the live stream singers. Doctor, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Doctor, how are you? Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor, I'm so sorry.
It's a much higher esteemed degree, and I have 2 of them. So.
Ooh, man, I'm sorry to really. I mean, I'm clearly just a common idiot, as they say, and
you know, I like to think you're a pretty smart guy. I'm doing pretty well though. How are you doing, man?
I'm so good. I'm so good. Did you hear about this? People all talking about this Destiny Richard Wolff thing?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought, I don't know. I mean, Richard was really boring. He didn't know how to do the debate bro. What do you call it? Format.
I gotta figure out how these super chat things work. Super chat $5, tipping in the quote every mile further fashion for 10:30. Woo! Yes, we're going to 10:30. Well, Doctor. Can I just say it once, Doctor?
You know what? That's fine.
Okay,
I'll accept it.
Or Dee. How about Dee? Dee?
Dee's good. I like that. I'll take that.
Okay, Dee. I think you're right. I think you got to get into the spirit of it. But do you agree with me that you like his like old guy, crabby old New York guy attitude, where he's like,
oh, absolutely. I mean, you gotta love his charisma. It's perfect for like Destiny's show, especially. I mean, because Destiny's just like, he seems like this little bratty boy, and then Richard just sits him down on his knee like a good pappy and lectures him.
It was great theater in that exact respect that you just described. There's a video that I've been trying to find for months where Richard Wolff is giving a lecture about socialism. And he's literally like in a school, he's in a classroom, and there's all these people like listening. And he does this thing where he's like, in our history, in recent history, what we do is we say, yay for capitalism, and we make a pee-pee on socialism. I want that to be.
Actually, he says that?
He says, I might have like some of the order mixed up, but literally he literally says the phrase, make a pee-pee on socialism. And you could hear people in the crowd sort of like, it's not like an uproarious like laughter, but it's like it's a little bit like the type of laughter where it's like, did he really just fucking say that in a classroom? And that's the energy that I like.
Socialism.
He flushed it. And what they usually do is they say, yay for capitalism, and go pee-pee on socialism. It's one of the funny, like when I was just watching it casually, you know, like whatever, years ago when I first found out about Richard Wolff, and I was like, I almost used the restroom in my pants laughing at that phrase.
You almost pee-peed, you mean?
I almost made pee-pee in my pants, yes. Doctor,
Hey, call your pants socialism. Hey, I've got a meme for you.
Yes, please.
All right, so do you know the Netflix show Too Hot to Handle?
No, I have no idea what this is. What is this? I should.
Okay, it's pure smut, pure trash, right? It's like Big Brother, but they can't have sex with one another or like touch each other or kiss each other.
Oh,
okay,
God.
okay. It's garbage, right? And
Yes.
it's entertaining because it's really self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm working right now. I'm currently mopping, but
That's okay. That's okay. You sound good.
all right, cool. I'm thinking, right? We get a ton of conservatives, Ben Pepino, you know, Stephen Chowder. So
Yes.
you get these guys.
Classic guys, yeah.
Just great characters, you know? Put them together, all right? And we wait to see how long they can last without saying the N-word.
Mmm.
It might be a one-episode show, but you got to put them in situations where it might elicit that response. You know what I mean?
You know that? Have you ever seen that meme where it's the kid? He's like in a classroom and his face is red and all his veins are popping out of his face. They would all.
I know exactly.
They would all look like that. This sounds sort of like a Mr. Beast kind of setup where it's like, you know, like throw somebody in an impossible situation and the first one to leave loses or whatever.
Hey, we could get him to fund it, probably.
Yeah, he seems to be throwing millions of dollars at like the stupidest ideas he can think of. So yeah, very good.
I have a problem with Mr. Beast. I have some beef. You know what I mean?
Let's be clear. You're talking about Mr. Beast, not Mr. Bean, right?
Mr. Bean. Oh no, I love Rowan Atkinson. I mean,
okay, good.
Or Roman, excuse me.
Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page because we all praises due to Mr. Bean on this channel.
Oh yeah, we stan him.
All right.
No, but Mr. Beast, I mean, he just kind of promotes that consumerist culture, right? And it's like brainwashing for children.
Well, the thing that that really creeps me out about those channels like that, those like YouTubers who are making like somehow millions of
shit.
Well, they'll walk into a McDonald's and be like, "Hey, McDonald's employee, here's the new iPhone," and they expect them to be like, "Oh, Lord Jesus, thank you! All praises due to you for bestowing me with this iPhone. I'm just a lowly McDonald's worker, and you're a hero YouTuber." Like, it's absurd and it's sick. I think
it's really weird. It makes me so uncomfortable, man. I don't like it.
It's sick. Well, Doctor, I'm gonna say to you, please, Dee, I'm gonna say to you, please go finish your work and talk to me soon.
Hey, one more thing. I got a treat.
Fire it away.
All right. Oreos.
Yes.
And cookies and cream ice cream together.
You mash them up?
Oh yeah.
Oreo. Wait. Excuse me, sir. But aren't Oreos already in cookies and cream ice cream?
That's the whole point. You get double.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on the list. I can't guarantee you it's gonna get votes because that pervert Kyle Hopper is like just sweeping the whole competition. So but I'm putting it on now. Okay.
Me.
Bye, Doctor.
Bye. See you, man.
I like that. He calls in and he's somehow mopping at the same time. Good guy. Oreos and cookies and cream ice cream, and I'll put "that's the whole point" next to it too. That's the whole point from Dee. I'll just put Dee. From Dee, aka Doctor. Okay, we're gonna keep going based on how many people are watching. 190 people watching. I'll put in the chat. Should we go another 5 minutes? Should we keep going? How about that? Put it in the chat. Should we keep going, or is it time to wrap this crap up? I gave $20,000 to whoever doesn't say games words. Yes, good. Give them all pool noodles, and whoever draws blood first with them is now the inheritor of Coke money. That's very good for that competition. People are saying that I'm missing super chats. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay. 2 more hours. 2 more hours. Always be not stopping. Yes, for the muscular class. Jorgen Smorgan Peterson, are you there?
I am. What's up, man?
Hey, Smorgan.
How's it going this week?
Can you? I feel like an old school radio guy. Can you turn your radio down?
Yeah, I think it's not on right now.
No.
Turn that bad boy down.
Hi. All good?
Let me check. Hello? Hi. Nope.
Hi.
I can't hear myself, so good.
All right, very good.
Jorgen, how are you? How are you? I'm glad to talk to you.
Well this week.
Hold on.
Doing
Excuse me. Obsess. Super chat. Please, $5 super chat from Obsess. Please insert $5 for 30 minutes. If you guys really want me to keep going, you better cough it up. Anyway, sorry, Jorgen.
So I really actually do like. I haven't watched him too much, but I like Richard Wolff's kind of affectation. I think
you like the old crabapple vibe.
I do. He's got a very smoldering intensity when he talks.
Yeah.
He's like, he has that one bit he does where he's like, if sometimes when you're at work, you feel like you're being ripped off, and that's because you are.
It's always like he's. It's kind of like he spits a little bit sometimes too. Saint Shenanigans $5. Keep going. Yes, the intensity with his bits is great. Like the he'll do like what's one of his bits? Like yeah, you're right. It's like if you feel like you're getting ripped off at work, it's 'cause you are. Like he'll hit the last line really hard.
I think I really want. I know he challenged him to a debate and it never happened, but might be a little on point for my name. But I really want to see Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, the story. Yeah, the story is that Super Chat 25 from Obsess. Man, Obsess is paying my bills. I don't make the rules. Mary Kate said I have to do this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's great. He's great. Sorry, I got totally distracted.
The lobster hierarchy is, that explains why you feel ripped off all the time. It's because of you haven't adopted the lobster posture.
Yeah, he Jordan Peterson backed out of a debate. He did a classic move, which is demanding an exorbitant amount of money, and they were like, "We can't pay you that." He's like, "Oh well, I tried to debate him, and they couldn't pay 50 grand. Some school couldn't pay me 50 grand to debate this guy for an hour."
Is that what it was? I remember when he challenged him, and that.
According to Richard Wolff, he demanded an exorbitant amount of money to do the debate, and it's sort of funny because like if you really if Jordan of course Jordan Peterson is a phony baloney, but if you really believe this stuff, you really wanted to go head to head with like an evil Marxist, like he would be the guy to talk to, not Slavoj. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Slavoj Zizek is just like living on another planet somewhere.
Yeah, he made I think he made a calculation. He was like, people see Slavoj as a comedian, understandably. So I could just skate by. This one, They'll be distracted by the comedy and stuff, and don't have to take it too seriously.
Have you ever seen the debate with Matt Dillahunty? He did. Jordan Peterson was kind of like before he got into the $50,000 range, I guess.
Yeah, my townsman, Matt Dillahunty.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Matt.
He does
really wipe the floor with him.
Yeah. He does this thing called the can't remember. It's like the atheist experience or something like, and it's this little like, I don't even know what to call it, like little storefront here where people just like walk in and you can like watch them film their bits and stuff. It's kind of interesting.
Isn't like NPR and race and atheism like mixed together almost?
Yeah, I would say it's almost like it has a very 90s Austin public access feel to it, which I like. But you know, I'll be honest, I get a little, I lose interest in the atheist stuff. Yeah, it's called the atheist experience, I think. But it's cool. Like the setup that they have there is kind of interesting. It's you know, it's odd. It's interesting. I like it. And they do like, they'll throw like dinner parties. Like huh?
Oh, I lost you there for a second.
Oh boy. Well, but Jordan, do you have anything else? Jorgen, do you have anything else to say? Or should?
I don't know that I have much. I've been working on finals all week for film school, putting some films together.
You're in film school?
I really have. Yeah. I'm at Columbia College here in Chicago.
Ooh, fancy boy.
I know. I've worked on a few things. I worked on Chicago 7 last year.
Oh no way! Nice.
Yeah.
How is that? Is that the what's the dude? That's the Sacha Baron Cohen and what's the West Wing guy's name? A Sorkin thing?
Yeah, it is. While I was on set there, I was like one of the featured cops.
Mm-hmm.
See me loading a guy into a paddy wagon at one point. I talked to Sorkin a few times. Very nice guy, and I got to curse out the shorter actor. Jeremy Strong, I think his name is. He's a method actor, so he doesn't break character between takes.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted the people dressed as police to like come over and harass him.
Oh my God! Get over yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, well, I'm sorry you had to deal with that little puke. All right, Jorgen, I can hear my noisy voice in the background, so I'm flushing you, and I say bye-bye to you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, what time is it? 10:36. The perfect time to end it. 10:36. I saw a super chat. Super chat from Mickey Pike Hatfield. $5. Definitely keep going, but also don't stop being amazing. I can't handle like people being nice. If you want to tell me I'll be more comfortable with people saying, "Shut up, you idiot," with that forehead. You don't deserve to be on YouTube with that forehead. How about this? We'll talk to one more person, and that's a wrap.
Oh, geez.
Final guy of the night.
The final boss? Is it me?
Final boss.
How you doing, my friend?
Hey, what up, dude? How are you? Hey, what's going on, Obsess?
I'm doing very well. I wrote up a syllabus in classic me fashion.
Ooh.
I have a hot topic. I have two opinions to ask of you.
Yes.
And then I have a recommend.
Yes, please. Let's hear it.
Let's kick it right off with the hot topic. Our friend Penny Bambino.
Oh, ooh,
and
yes.
In today's or yesterday's video regarding the ad, I got the same ad, and I think that it's my fault for watching so many videos denigrating Mr. Bambino that I got that ad, but. They're mostly yours. They're mostly videos denigrating him. There's no pro Shapino.
So the algorithm can't understand that level of nuance. They're like, oh, he likes Pepino because he has videos that he's watched where Pepino is in the name. So here's more Pepino for you. Ad.
It's awful. I need to be able to get out of that. But I also want to participate in the denigration.
Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we got to do this. You know we got to do this. Gia Alvarado.
Ooh.
Beautiful. Gia Alvarado. Beautiful name. Super chat. I got out of bed. Oh, now the super chat went away. Oh, I'm a boomer, dude. I'm a boomer, and I can't even work this. Well,
It's
whatever.
gone. It ran away.
G was saying, I got out of bed to get my card to send you this super chat. Keep working. Very good.
Ooh. Keep
So
the work up.
Wow, Gia, that's way too nice, actually. Well, I'm sorry to derail.
No, you're good.
upset-
I have two opinions.
Yes,
that
please.
that I need of yours.
I would love to hear
First is Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson.
Yes, the bluesman.
Yeah,
The blues music.
Is he the guy who sold his soul to the devil?
The Crossroads guy, allegedly. Come on.
Yeah, it's allegedly. Yeah, I like him. I mean, I knew about Robert Johnson before, but I think I watched the Scorsese Bob Dylan documentary. I think it's called is it called No Way Home, and they talk about they talk about Robert Johnson a bunch, and I was like, yep, love him.
I recently found an entire collection of sound corrected recordings.
Ooh.
So like due to the limitations or whatever, there's like a certain pitch to the recordings, the originals, so it doesn't sound like he actually sounded. But these are allegedly corrected, and it was quite changing.
Oh yeah,
I was moved.
Because the pitch is weird in some of those recordings. He's like it's a little high,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they were recording it into like a horn, so it's rough.
It's a little tinny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you
Clangy,
send
if you will.
Yeah, clangy. Can you put a link to these so we can listen to these?
Yeah, where would you like that?
Actually, can you put it in the films? I guess the films one, but also, can you private chat it to me?
I will. I'll shoot you that.
Yes.
The second opinion, I just rewatched it because the story is so badass and the movie is so well done, even though it changes the ending completely. But The Revenant with our friend Leo DiCaprio,
where DiCaprio gets beat up by that bear.
Yeah, damn bears.
Oh. What other movies did that guy do? The Revenant guy. Hold on, let's look it up. But you rewatched The Revenant?
Yeah, I watched it. Well, the true culprit is video games. Everything can be tied back to that one evil. But I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2, in which I kind of role play as a mountain man. I don't really talk to anybody. I just stay up in the mountains and get elk and stuff. But so we rewatched it, and it's just so well done. That movie's so good.
That's so funny that you say that, because there is a lot of Revenant vibes where you're getting just like batted around by a bear or an alligator or whatever.
You're just minding your own business, manifesting your destiny, and this all of a sudden this bear.
So it's Alejandro Iñárritu. I'm probably fucking that name up, but you guys know who this guy is. He did Birdman. He did The Revenant. He did... What other movies? Oh, he did 21 Grams. Oh, he did Amores Perros. Very good. Very good director.
Good stuff.
You know what? Actually, I would say The Revenant is probably one of his better ones, because I'm not, I couldn't really get into 21 Grams. But anyway... Yeah. Sorry to go off on a stupid.
Anywho, you're a chronic derailer. You know that.
Obsessed. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'll leave you with this because I know that you're in your sunset years. You have to get to bed early. So
yes. Decrepit in my decrepit fossil years. Yes.
This is do you listen to music when you sleep?
No, never done it. You do this?
Okay. I do. I can't sleep without some kind of noise, whether it's an obnoxious fan or a show or something. I can't sleep without noise. I grew up in the city. I need the noise.
Saint Shenanigans. I think I missed your super chat, but I'm seeing this one. I did a $25 one. I hope these are sending. Yes, they are.
Oh yeah, they're coming in.
I like that. Man, I should do that every time. Be like, I'm leaving unless I get this. I'm just kidding. Well, okay, cool. I'm gonna I have actually inside story, I have a white noise machine. Like the loudest. I found like the loudest white noise machine on the planet, and it's just like now I can't sleep without it. It's kind of weird.
Well, give this a try for one night.
What do you listen to though?
I listen. That's much too complicated. We don't have the time for that. But this particular record is some really chill, really vibey kind of funk out of the Netherlands, I believe. Oh yeah. And I'll send you the whole EP continuously. I think it's like 40 minutes.
Oh.
So if you put it on, you should be out like a light.
All right, send it over, and I will give it a try.
All right, much love. I appreciate you having me on again.
Bye, Obsessed.
Get a hold of me, will you?
All right, I will. We'll talk this
All right,
week.
my friend.
Bye.
Be well.
Good guy with lots of good suggestions and good music. Guys, that is the final chat of the night. All praises due to the High Council. Thank you to the sponsors, Gray Chew. Does it make you feel good in the stomach area? I would say not great. Doesn't make me feel great when I eat that stuff. I'll say that. And, but I take what sponsors I can get. We work with what we have. That's one of the classic quotes. Work with what you have. And I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching this. Yeah, we should. Somebody put in the chat, they said something about keep doing do a stream all day. Maybe one day we'll do a 12-hour stream and you could just watch me slowly go insane. Watch me lose watch an old man with dementia lose his marbles. But until then, thank you to all you beautiful. I'm gonna say just some of the sweetest and most beautiful people on the planet, the Discord and the YouTube and the 10 Twitch viewers. Goodbye, good night, and to quote the great Jerry Springer, take care of each other. What did he used to say on Jerry Springer? Take care of one another.